music. We're gonna do. Welcome to the second
Talk your shit
Talk Your
podcast.
Shit podcast on a Friday evening.
That's where you talk your shit. This is what you call or you listen. You talk your shit, and that's what we gonna do. That's all we do all day anyway.
Man, who you pull up with, man?
I pulled up with my boys, my goon squad.
Oh, with your crew, with your shooter.
Mm-hmm. They got my back, even though they don't act like they don't like me, but they got my back.
Yeah.
You better not fuck with me for real.
You heard anything current event?
They gonna jump on. Texas, that's all I know. Right now, I mean, everybody talking about Texas. What's going on down there?
Oh yeah, with the snow and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
freezing and stuff.
I understand what's going on. I mean, I understand like, but like,
What's like?
yeah, all the pipes busting, houses flooding, heat. They rolling blackouts because they can't.
No, they got electricity back up now.
Yeah, for most places.
2 days. 2 days.
For most places, but they were doing rolling blackouts for a long time.
Yeah,
But then they were going
out about a week.
It was well, people was complaining. I heard some people. So they were talking about some people was complaining about food spoiling in the refrigerator because they lights had been off. Wow, yeah, and and they just say they wasn't ready for that kind of heat consumption to come out of everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so cold.
Everybody using stuff freeze over. Some have froze over a long time. It kind of petrified. Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of trees falling, taking out power lines.
Yeah, they doing a lot of stuff.
But what they also is no investment in infrastructure.
Well, see, that's the thing. I guess they never expect. See, here's the thing. I feel like everybody should have a plan for something, right? For everything. Everybody. So do you remember a few years ago, maybe about 2000, maybe 13 or 12, 13, when we had the earthquake in Virginia?
Nah, I didn't feel it.
I mean, I felt it. I was in DC. I felt it.
About it. I just heard it on the news.
I felt it. But when have you in your lifetime knew anything about an earthquake in Maryland? You know what I'm saying?
It's been in South Carolina. We live on a fault. It's not active fault.
I'm just saying, but when have you in your lifetime?
It's been about three earthquakes.
In Maryland?
No, I'm saying over Eastern Seaboard.
That's what I'm just saying. In Maryland,
but
it wasn't like, I mean, people didn't panic, I guess, because they were like, oh goodness, but I think it should be plans in place for all that stuff for everybody. It's like, especially if you head of a state or, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So in other words, what I'm saying is, I know Texas was very prepared for it, but right. I'm thinking they should have had a plan for the weather and the snow. It was weather and the snow.
Well, you know what? They just got over there. Really?
Yeah, I understand that. But that's stuff they kind of used to, hurricanes and I don't know. I can't even.
Yeah, they used to go well. But now, when I heard Curry, I was trying to keep, you talking about your goon squad. I was going to take it into this. You heard about the rapper that just signed to, you heard of Honeycomb Breezy?
I have not. I just wanted to, I have never heard of it.
Yeah, Honeycomb
Breezy. Sound like a cereal.
Yeah. And then when I just, Mobile, Alabama, he recently signed. He recently signed with the story.
But that was you see the
you heard it.
Right?
Yeah, I heard it. Okay. This is real stuff.
Okay, no, I understand. I'm just saying. Honeycomb.
So, we just talking like that's his name.
Okay, he said he signed with Jay Prince
recently, but Mobile, Alabama. And I don't know if you heard of Mo 3 was from Dallas, and he just got gunned down. So
yeah, I did hear about him. I heard about him.
Honeycomb Breezy just had the same type of scenario playing out with him. He signed with Jay Prince, which is out of Texas.
Okay, so wait, real quick. Let's go back to
Mo 3.
But who he had beef with?
Yellow Breezy.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so that was when I got brought up the current, like, I don't watch it all the time, but when something pop off, I tend, because I still love this to the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
And so, Honeycomb Breezy grandparent, because that's his rap and talk stuff to the other side. And shot his grandparents' house up, killed his grandparents, and set the
Oh yeah.
now, see, now
Who did that?
now they know about it. Yeah,
Who did that?
the day, like yesterday, like last week, like
Damn.
recently, just happened. Like shot the grandparents' house. So he done said in his raps a few times.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he
I didn't know his
run
name.
with Ronald, run. He moving again.
I'm moving again, and my mic back on.
Man, where my cup at, man? Pass me my cup over there, man. Pass that cup over there, man. Put me some Tito's in that cup, man.
Where's the
Come on,
cup
man.
at?
Hospitality, man.
The cup that got something in
Yeah, we're gonna take that out of there.
it. I want to make sure I want to make sure I don't get stuck with the Google face again.
Oh man, Tito. This is a short commercial break for Tito.
If
Yeah.
anybody know anybody from Tito,
Man, it's a Friday, man. I don't know.
sponsor us. We can, you know,
I don't know how long we're gonna live, but it is a Friday.
we here today.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hell, it is.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, man. But it's a messed up situation in Texas, man. But it's messed up around here.
it's messed up around here too. Yeah, you're right about that. It's messed up everywhere, man.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That would have made me say, whoa.
It's different now.
Ooh, yeah, man. It make sure I ain't got COVID in me.
Well,
Yeah, do something for them lungs.
yeah. Yeah.
You been watching it? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
in
gotta get that
basketball.
water. Huh?
Watching basketball.
Dog, Bradley Bill's going crazy right now.
Mm.
Steph Curry going crazy right now. Like, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Like right
I ain't
now,
watching nobody but the Nets and the Lakers.
And
then I'm watching Dame, because Dame stunned.
Oh.
Dame. All the people you named, Dame stunned.
They was going crazy.
Give him a trophy.
Like right now, the gods are dominating the NBA, man.
I don't know why. Tell me this.
Okay, tell me this.
What?
Did you know that Utah Not only the best, got the best record in the league. They done won 20 or 21 games or something like that.
Nah, I didn't know that. I told you I'm more following the Lakers.
I didn't even know,
watching
man.
the Lakers and
Dude, Utah right now, they got the top record in the league. They won 20 or 21 games. They said they got a record where they've won 18, somewhere in the double digits by at least 18 points. They got that many wins by at least 18 points. It's the first team in NBA history.
Right.
Doing this 20 game or whatever this win streak they got.
Right.
Man, the NBA actually is actually pretty exciting.
Yeah,
the way that, even though they got no, some I guess has anybody left fans in there?
Yeah, that's how LeBron got into the argument with
with the lady in Atlanta, right?
Courtside Karen.
Yeah,
some Atlanta, right? People in. But no, I didn't know that about Utah because I told you I wasn't following but two teams.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, it's going down. But I just heard Anthony Davis might be out.
Yeah,
4 weeks. They say another 4. They say it might be 4.
But I mean, the way LeBron beats it last other night, it ain't
there
for the King.
He ain't do too well against the Nets.
It ain't too well for the King.
Well, the Lakers.
I'm talking about the last game, man. Why you going way back in time?
They just played.
They played like Thursday, I think. No, Wednesday. They had a game last night.
You mean Wednesday, like 2 days ago, Wednesday?
I'm saying they had a game since then. That's all I'm saying.
I understand that, but you talking about 2 days ago, that's way back in time?
I'm trying to say it wasn't the last game. That's what I was saying.
I understand. Okay. James Harden kind of changed his game up a little bit.
I'm loving that though, man, because he put Kyrie in the play.
Yeah.
Calm down. No, because that's what they're trying to make.
Kyrie a whole bucket though. Kyrie is a whole bucket.
I don't like Kyrie like that. I like him in the movie. That's when I first gave him a pass. I said, okay, I can see Kyrie similar.
In the movie.
In the movie, I gave him a pass. He had
Kyrie is a whole bucket.
Nah, but
I'm telling you, man, he can score from anywhere on the floor.
Nah, but I'm just saying, as in, I would rather have Dame than Kyrie. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, that's a whole. I think that's a whole show. That's a whole show.
Kyrie is a unique player, right?
He's a unique
but he
talent.
isn't a player that will lead a team anywhere because he's had opportunities several times and he copped out.
Dame ain't really leading his team no way either.
No, Dame was always in contention.
Contention to do what?
In the West, they've been going to
for a second round.
Yeah, second round. But it's been.
Kyrie led the Celtics to the finals.
He didn't lead them to the finals. Yeah, they flopped.
Before he left, they go to the finals.
Yeah,
I mean, not the finals. Not the finals.
The last part of his season.
I'm talking about the East Finals. Didn't they go to the East Finals that year? Yeah, when they lost. Yeah, the East Finals. He got to the East Finals
like 3 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago.
That was it was a few years ago when he was when he was the Celtics. I mean, that's better than the second round. But they did they get to the championship? No, they did not get to the championship.
Who got more power, him or James?
Say what now?
Who James and him? They're on the same team. They know what I call.
Oh, you mean
which one? We talking
James Harden and Kyrie?
Dame, then I switched to the James.
Kyrie got more game than James. Kyrie got the mid range. James ain't got no mid range. He got a 3-pointer, or he can go lay it up, but he ain't got no mid range. But that's why they said. That's why they said
all of all. But the way he throws his game is so he can go out there and get you a consistent 30. Kyrie ain't gonna do that.
Yes, he can. Kyrie can do that at any time he wants.
When has the last time Kyrie had 3 30
Who gonna stop him? Who's ever stopped Kyrie?
We can Google it.
Who's
I
ever
love Google.
I love Google. James Harden was the only one playing on his team.
I'm asking you when last time Kyrie had a scoring streak.
A scoring streak? He don't have to.
He copping. Y'all copping.
When did he have to? When does he have to?
Because we were comparing him against James Harden.
I understand. Are you comparing the games or
just y'all were saying that
James Harden had to score 30 a game in Houston.
I'm just saying
there was nobody else.
The fluency of scoring.
Even with Westbrook was
jump shots, whatever it takes to get the ball in the basket, the person that scores the most points is a more fluent scorer. Can we agree on that?
No. More fluent scorer is the one who got more game. James Harden don't have a mid-range game.
Ain't putting the ball in the basket. The game is dribbling and doing all this other stuff. What are you talking about?
The whole
he ain't an elite defender.
Neither is James Harden. James Harden is actually
but now we're not. What I'm saying is I'm looking at. I would rather have Kyrie Irving. That's all I'm saying.
All right,
Kyrie Irving, James Harden played 1-on-1. Kyrie Irving would lose. That's all I'm saying.
How?
I can't.
How?
Okay.
Kyrie can get to the bucket anytime he
I
wants.
what
Wait a
I
minute, listen.
thought.
Kyrie can get to the bucket anytime he wants. He can shoot a mid-range jumper and he can shoot the three with range. James can get you a bucket going to the hole. He has no mid-range game, like none. It is non-existent.
Because he don't have to. He either pull up
What
for
you
the
mean
three or he takes it home.
And he still ain't an efficient three-point shooter.
He averages more points
He
than
should-
Kyrie
he should-
Irving. Yes or no? No, that's an easy Google. That's an easy Google.
What?
Who averages
It don't
more
matter.
points?
I just said he
It
has
does
to.
matter.
This year?
does
You
matter.
talking about this year?
What James
Who
Harden
averaged more
did
this
with,
year?
what James Harden did
Who
with the
averaged
Rockets,
more this
Kyrie
year?
ain't done.
Because James had to. What do you not hear me? There was nobody else on the Rockets for years.
He always have had a supporting cast, man.
Who?
What his name right now? Teen Lonely Child, Carlton, his player up there in Boston.
Who you talking about?
You know, light skin. Tatum. Yeah, Tatum was there. Tatum was there. Brown was there. All of these, they balling. They jumping out the gym. They putting up numbers.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about when Kyrie was there?
Yeah, Kyrie. Yeah, that's the other.
You said he didn't have nobody.
I said James didn't have nobody. I said, I said LeBron.
Yeah,
I said James Harden didn't have nobody in Houston.
So
he had to. He had to.
Well, okay, but all I'm saying,
Kyrie is unstoppable.
I haven't watched him that much in the real game.
Exactly. You watch Kyrie and you will change your mind. I promise you. Kyrie is a little Kevin Durant.
No.
Yeah. He can score from anywhere on the floor, just like Kevin Durant. He's a matchup problem. Kyrie's only 6'3". If that. He might not even be 6'3".
Okay. Well, I'm saying I haven't been sold.
James Harden's 6'5".
I've
built
seen
like
James be on
even though he's a fat boy, he big, he's strong.
His own team and be a power on his
and
own
he
team.
still didn't do nothing.
When you look at the win percentage with James in the game compared to when Kyrie in the game, James makes the win percentage go up. And we're gonna go team by team. If you look at team when Kyrie was in Cleveland before LeBron got there, and after LeBron left, Cleveland wasn't there. Am I lying?
Before LeBron got there, that's when Kevin Love came in. Before that, Kyrie had nobody, like absolutely nobody. He didn't even have a support.
LeBron didn't have nobody. A lot of players don't have nobody. They have.
LeBron had a supporting cast when he was there. It wasn't a great supporting cast, but it was role players that played well. He had defenders, he had outside shooters, and he had him. In every Cleveland team he was with, he had a defender, a really good defender. He had outside shooters, and then he took over the game. Kyrie had nobody in Cleveland. He was the number one pick. He was the only person on that team, or any Cleveland team before LeBron got there. Remember, LeBron got there, they pulled Kevin Love. When LeBron went back, they pulled Kevin Love into that too. So they had they called their own little big three. Before that, any person that you can remember to play with Kyrie Irving. I'll wait.
I don't, because I haven't followed Kyrie. How could I be able to do it if I haven't followed? I told you I didn't really watch him until the movie.
Did you talk? Uncle Drew? Is that the movie?
Yeah, Uncle Drew.
Shaq was in the movie too.
Yeah, he was, but I'm just saying.
Okay, so you went back. You went back to
Kyrie because
what I'm saying is
he was with LeBron. I was watching LeBron.
You went back to
LeBron.
You went back to the Cleveland days with Kyrie, and I'm just telling you, he had nobody. You can't name a person on that team with Kyrie before I came back. There was nobody. Like nobody.
I don't understand.
What do you have? Wiggins?
What I'm saying is Kyrie Irving has not.
Anthony Bennett. He was a horrible. He was the worst number one pick.
Kyrie Irving win-loss record. Okay.
Why are you doing that though?
Because the comparison between him and LeBron. I mean James. I'm talking about James Harden. So what I am saying is, so you're saying that if Kyrie and James were the last on the pick or the 5, and you had one more position to fill,
I'm picking Kyrie Irving every time.
Okay.
Every time.
Okay.
James Harden ain't even an efficient shooter. Oh shit. Oh damn.
What?
I don't know.
Oh. Oh, you know what? Nah, but it ain't on my Wi-Fi no more. I don't know what that is. It ain't on my mobile spot. I don't know what that is. Okay, we back. We just go back in. Yeah. Bring me back up. It ain't ended. All right, Jay, you gotta click on your link again.
Oh, I gotta go back out and do it again.
Yeah, or either just go back in.
All right, I'm about to go back on now too. There you go.
All right, bring it back up. Bring it back up. Bring it back up. I gotta move my mic. All right. We still running. We still running. We still running. Say here, bro. That's what he. Yeah, it's still. about, Jay?
Carmelo is I like
I
Carmelo
ain't
Anthony. So he one of the best scorers that's ever played.
Yeah, but I'm
in
saying
NBA.
that. Think about where he would be if they hadn't started him out for the year. You know what I mean?
Say that again. Oh yeah.
They
No,
started
I
him
know.
out for that year,
I
where
know.
would he be at? They started him
I know.
out
He was
because he averaging 15 a night now.
in my lifetime. In my lifetime, he's probably one of the best scorers I've seen play.
That's what I'm saying. I had his jersey coming out when he went to Syracuse. I
He-
wasn't on
he-
LeBron.
he led-
Still at high school.
He led Syracuse to the national
Yeah,
championship.
that's the jersey I got.
In his freshman year, that's amazing. And he didn't really have a whole lot of people on his team either. Honestly with you.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a bad boy.
But they started for a whole year.
He doing it now. In spurts.
That's what I'm saying.
In spurts. I mean,
Nah, he's a consistent 15 every time he go in.
I'm talking about he get up 30 every now and then.
Yeah, no, I'm
He
saying,
scored
I'm just
a
saying, I'm
couple
getting him the
Last
baseline.
week.
Yeah, but he's breaking 20.
Last week. I can't argue with you with Carmelo.
I'm
like
saying how they
Carmelo.
started him out though. I'm saying that's my
Yeah,
experience.
they definitely.
It was more than just the money. They had paid him too much, so he was in control.
They definitely messed him up for that year. They didn't want him in the league.
Right, but think about what he would be at. And
How
all
did
the
that?
stats.
What went over that though? I don't even understand what happened. Nobody just would give him.
No, they just eventually said, okay, somebody pointed said we really do need a big body. We need a big man that can give us some buckets.
I'm just saying, like the whole year he was out. Was it a year? Only
It was
a
a
year?
whole year. It was a whole season.
I thought
It
it
was
was
a whole season,
okay.
bro. It was a whole season. He was just on the sideline
He
going to the game.
He can still get buckets.
Yeah,
he can
he's
still get
a
buckets.
walking bucket.
He's a walking bucket.
He's a walking bucket.
He a bucket too. Yeah.
I just feel like to actually be in the NBA, you have to at least be 6'4", or either Spud, Well, or Allen. Kyrie don't make it.
Lord have mercy. That's crazy.
Yeah, he does all right.
Yeah, well, Kevin Durant didn't come back.
But that's what I want to see now.
Doing really well, man.
Now he sat out last game. I didn't like that.
He sat out for a couple games, but he has a hamstring thing right now. But,
MVP. Who is the MVP? Come on, get to him, man. He needed. He ain't had in a while.
Man, to be honest with you, I'm about to say something.
I just said get to him.
Man, Steph Curry is killing.
I ain't even watching none.
Steph
Last
Curry,
time I seen them, they got beat.
They get beat.
Calling the captions. Steph was calling the
That's
captions.
going to take them out. But Steph, if they didn't have Steph, I think they close to 500 right now. Either they at 500 or one game below 500.
But this is what I read about it. They were coming down on Steve Kerr because they said they were sitting. They side stuff like the whole fourth quarter of a game. They could have probably won that game if he had been in the game. They side him and said, "Nah, don't just, you know what I'm saying? Wipe off the season
Right now, Steph is my MVP. I mean, LeBron is.
Yeah, but I don't even know where they at. Like I told you, I'm only really following them two teams.
Well, like I said, I think they 10th in the West or something like that. But their record is like it's somewhere near 500, I believe. But
I want to put Utah.
But him by himself is. He's balling. He's killing. He's keeping that. He put that team on. That team is on his back right now.
Yeah, but that's
Steph is really
Kerr doing load management, and it's fucking up their chance of making the playoffs, and they don't like it.
Well, I don't know if they're gonna make the playoffs. They
might. What I'm saying, if Steve Kerr started load management,
I don't know. They might, but
every time that man touches the court, he's getting paid. He needs to work. If he ain't need to work, age is working against him. You understand me? Steve Kerr don't think like that though. That's why I like Mark Jackson, man. That's why Mark Jackson was mine. Kerr just inherited a championship. We talking about Golden State, right?
Mark, he said it one time. He said at the time that he was coaching the team, he was fine with the team, but they needed Steve Kerr to put him over the top.
Nah.
Because of the way they play. Yeah, he did. He said it.
But I'm saying Steve Kerr.
But Mark Jackson is a really good coach.
Yeah, he's a great coach.
He's a really good coach. I think he should get another chance if he wants to. He seemed pretty comfortable in play-by-play booth. So I don't know if he really wants. Cause see, that's a lot of stress. I don't think Mark want to go through that no more. That's a lot of stress coaching.
Right.
He easy going up in that.
Tell me what you think about Melo Ball.
LaMelo?
Yeah,
man. He gonna be rookie of the year.
He gonna be what?
He gonna be rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably. I don't know if he's gonna make the All-Star game. He should.
If he make Rookie of the Year, he gonna make an All-Star game. I don't think they should have the game. See, this is the time the Negroes need to stand up. Y'all don't see I got pop behind me. Stand up. Look, if they told you they have that day for the sake of the pandemic and y'all supposed to not work that day, I would sprain my toe. I sprained my toe, boss. I can't get up out the day.
I know Brown was talking about, man. He said he was mad about that. He was mad about that.
Well, no, I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying.
Said apparently at the beginning of the year they said they wasn't going to do the All-Star break. It was just, I mean, they weren't going to do the game. They were going to do the break,
right,
and get the people, 4 or 5 days.
13-day rest, right.
But they decided to do it.
No, because what happened was the money started coming in because see the few people that can afford to go to the game spending bread.
So but here's my question though, like, so what is the All-Star game going to look like? What is the weekend going to look like? Is it going to still be all the festivities, or are they just going to play All-Star game? Because if the point ain't a point.
But nah, it's going to
people.
The All-Star game. Is it going to be in Orlando? It depends on where it's going to be.
I think it's going to be in Atlanta.
In Atlanta?
I think so.
Be in Atlanta.
I think that's what they said, man.
Nah, they ain't said that.
I think that's what they said, man. I'm not feeling with you.
Yeah, I'm thinking like if they took it to the bubble. I wouldn't want to do it, man. You can't give me no day off in a pandemic, and then you take it back. LeBron, you right. You right. Ryan with you.
Yeah, let LeBron spray the stuff.
Yeah.
I sprayed my toe. Which one? The pinky one.
Last night. Don't ask me what you're doing. Yeah, man. Nah,
he sprayed his toe.
Yeah,
I would not be surprised if LeBron said. If Brian said, "I'm injured this weekend, I can't play."
Work, man.
But you know, LeBron
work, but
LeBron got his pride though. He pride himself on playing.
But now, but where's
if you think about it, listen to this though. Think about it. They went into the bubble,
right?
Championship,
right?
When did the bubble end? In like August or something like that.
Damn,
yeah. When did the championship? It was like in August, right, or something like that. Because they didn't start back up until like.
The bubble ended in like August or September, something like that.
And then they came right back.
Right?
Yeah, man. You know, LeBron started, they won a championship, and they said the next day or the next week, LeBron was back in the gym working out to get himself ready.
But that's what I'm going to tell you, man. On the day off, if somebody say, "Hey, man, let's go play some basketball," you wouldn't be like, "Nah." So you know what I'm saying?
I sprained my toe.
Well, now I'm just saying, if your day off,
I'm gonna say I sprained my toe. Okay.
I'm talking about us. Yeah.
The bubble ended in October.
Yeah, he right. I know it was late. I was trying to be
I was trying to help.
I knew
yeah, they started back December.
Because they had stopped for a while because of the COVID. They shut down.
I know, that's what I'm saying. They started back in July. When they started back in the bubble, when they actually did the bubble.
I started back in December. It shut down. The championship was in October.
No, I'm talking about when they started the bubble, because they stopped for a while and then they started the bubble up and what?
Yeah, I didn't know they stopped the bubble. I can't remember that.
They started in July in the bubble, and then they finished in October, and then a couple days before. And then they started a few days the 19th, I think December 19th was the first day, first games.
No, but
that's crazy though. That's a long time.
This is my whole position, and I'm not part of the Players Association or anything like that. But you must.
Well, we know you're not part of the Players Association.
You understand what I'm saying?
We know you're not part of the Players Association.
You must honor the contract. That's true. You must honor the contract.
You got to. I mean, if you want to make your money, you got to come. But LeBron said he's not going to do load management or nothing. I respect him for that. That's a lot. Is he 36? Is he 36? I think so. This is 18 year in the league, something like that.
Yeah, it's 18 year in the league. Came in.
Be interesting if he can play long enough to see his son get into the league too.
Yeah, he said that was what he was trying to do.
That's a long time, bro.
All right. Oh, man, I graduate from high school. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Bronny is
That's what Bron did, right?
Yeah, Bron.
Did LeBron get it when he graduated from high school?
Yeah, but Bronny,
he's like that now. But
you know,
by the time he's a senior in high school,
yeah. But
what do you think?
But they can't come right from high school.
Yeah, you're supposed to wait a
1 year.
But what I'm saying, he can go to the G League.
He go to the G League.
So many options. Yeah, come on, man.
You think so?
So many options, man. Ain't but a year.
The rules already changed. Like
Yeah.
they already have a date for it and all that, like a year.
Oh,
He
okay.
come straight out of high school.
Oh, well, yeah, he comes straight up.
But the thing is, the whole economy is changing. So everything's changing.
Let me ask you a question. I know you probably don't follow, but what about I think D Wade's son gonna make it to the league.
Hmm?
D Wade, his son.
Nah,
He a
I don't
senior this
follow.
year.
Yeah, I don't follow.
He a senior this year. And he's a pretty good player. He's a
Right.
pretty good player. He was a senior last. Yeah, he's a senior this year.
Class, I think.
I thought he was 2 years older than Bronny. Yeah, I put him in senior. I don't know, but anyway, I think he's a senior. No, he is a senior. He is a senior because he had. I ain't seen him. No, they talking about the people at school right now. But I'm gonna tell you who's gonna make some noise next year. That dude was Jalen Green. He in the G League now.
I can't talk about it. I don't know.
Jalen Green is going crazy in the G League. He playing with men, and he can't. So he's the one. He's one of the ones. Him and it's this dude Kumanji or something like that. I can't pronounce his name. But him and Jalen played for the same G League team.
Right.
And they both going crazy. But they came out of high school last year and went to the G League instead of going overseas.
Right.
So right now they doing work in the G League. They get buckets. So I actually think that's a good choice because they're not playing against NBA players per se, but they playing players that's trying to get to the NBA.
Who?
Jalen Green and the other guy that I can't get his name right.
Yeah.
So that might be a good look. I mean, Melo made a good choice too, but he went out there. That's the whole year.
Oh, hello.
The Melo Ball. He went out overseas.
Yeah, he went
Overseas. Him and RJ Hampton went overseas.
I ain't follow at all. I ain't follow.
He played for Denver, I think.
I listened to when the daddy come on TV. But once he got banned with ESPN, it was done. I was like, damn,
He been real quiet these days, though.
He what?
He been real quiet these days.
Two songs in NBA.
He ain't gotta say
He
nothing.
proved his point. His point had been proven.
Why is he stealing? Why that boy stealing the other side?
Who?
Leangelo.
What is this? Lobsters or something?
Nah, shoes. What is it? Clothes or something?
Now I think about James Winston. James Winston.
I think you talk about Florida State back in the day where
Nah,
people
James
were working
Winston
out.
stole some crab legs, man.
Oh yeah.
Out of
He
Walmart.
did.
You the quarterback.
He did. But you know what? But that's it's because back before that, like I said, Peter Ward.
He want no crab
Peter
legs.
Ward. It was Peter Ward. I think it was Bolden and Anquan Bolden and some other people from Florida State. We got caught up in some stealing shit too. Before they played Vic and Virginia Tech in the national championship game, but Peter got to play for something. I don't know how that worked out. But Peter got to play.
What I just watched the other day was when old girl that married Jalen Rose now said to they were on the interview on First Take, and she asked, "Okay, now Mr. Ball, can I change gears with you for a minute?" And that shit blew up. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, but here goes the thing. So I've been in a few meetings and listened to other shit since. I heard a lot of people use that shit. She blew that shit out of proportion, man.
Oh, man.
She blew that shit out of proportion, man. And I can believe she ended up married. I don't know if she was married to Jalen before that or after that, but that shit was crazy, man. I'm like, damn. The man he was going along with what you were saying, you know what I'm saying? And then they banned him from ESPN.
They got him out of there.
You got to go. You talking to her like that? She the one said it.
Yeah, well, but NBA gonna be pretty. It's down the stretch. Is gonna be good, man. It's a lot of teams that's gonna compete.
You know what though? This is what I was telling when we ran the fly. I was telling him, but I was like, man, I just really watch it on the phone and stuff. You know what I'm saying? All I see is highlight. Everybody make their shot.
Yeah,
everybody every time they shoot.
On the highlights.
I don't watch the game.
That's what
happens.
That's what happens with the highlights. That's why they highlights.
Yeah, I just watch the highlights.
I ain't gonna do it. Yeah, well, it's gonna be all right coming down the wire. I don't think, a lot of the teams that did last year in the bubble ain't going too well. Baltimore somewhere around 500. Did you know Milwaukee somewhere around 500 too? They're not doing that well
yeah,
either.
but all that is miles.
Toronto?
Catching, them miles catching over Milwaukee. They were running full speed
Well,
for about a year and a half. 2 years.
Giannis
Miles catching over them.
Giannis is he gotta expand his game, man. He gotta get a more consistent jumper. I mean, he could drive, but like in the playoffs, you've seen him get shut down. Miami shut him down. The year before that, Toronto shut him down.
I think that's his endurance, man. By that point in time,
Nah, it's the way they defend him. They say, it's the way they defend him. So what happens is, in a regular season, most teams try to, play 1-on-1 or whatever. But like in the playoffs, what Toronto did that year, they won the championship, is they put up a wall. So basically, what they did was they had a defender on him, lagging off a little bit. So when he tried to drive, they pulled another defender over late, and then pulled another defender over. So he couldn't do anything but either travel, put up a bad shot, or a turnover a lot of times. So in the playoffs, they just defend them different. But in the playoffs, the defense comes everything all the intensity go up. So he got to. That's why I say he got to get a jumper. He got to get a jumper.
I think they were running so hard.
He'll be crazy if we get a consistent jumper.
They loud.
I'm talking about years before that, but that right now, it's just the.
So I'm just saying that's why they slumping, but they still gonna be in the Eastern Conference Championship.
No, they ain't gonna be in the Conference Championship. I don't think.
You don't think so?
Milwaukee, no.
Who you gonna put in the Eastern Conference Championship?
First of all, we going with the Nets.
Yeah,
definitely.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I think Philly might get there. If Ben Simmons,
but you know what? Now that's something you talk about. I was do some other shit. I ain't really been watching Embiid either, but the way they talk about it, when I watch, they're like that motherfucker is shit. I'm like, I have not been watching.
Embiid been doing his thing. Yeah, he put up some quiet. I mean, it's quiet because ain't nobody talking about him.
Right.
But
anytime you average between 8 and 10 points a quarter is gonna seem quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he
really
doing pretty good.
Like when you break about,
I think he averaged double
points a quarter. Then that's when you had a good quarter. But
I think
you
about
8 points a quarter. Think about it, 8 points a quarter by the time you get to 4 quarter, that's 36 points. You know what I'm saying? So that's a quiet. And that's what I'm saying about Kyrie. Kyrie is always between about 27, about 35 points at best.
But he scored 40 a couple times this year, I think.
Okay, how many?
I don't know.
2 or 3.
I can't even say how many.
2 or 3. How many games they played so far? Cause they started in December.
He played 21 games so far. I think. Himself.
Okay.
Played 21 games. Okay.
Yeah. 21 games. So that's good. Then.
I thought it was real funny when he went back to Boston for the first time this year. He was lighting up the what is it? The essence.
I don't know. I saw they made a blurb about it, but I didn't follow.
He did. He can. They won the game.
I think that's one of the points. One of the games he scored 40.
It might have been against Boston the first time they went back to Boston. But I think it's gonna be the Nets and Philly. I can never count on the Celtics because they got Tatum and Brown are balling.
Who was in Philly, man? Because I ain't like I said.
Philly got a nice team.
Embiid, but
Philly got a nice team. Philly got a nice team around. He got Embiid. He got Ben Simmons, and then Tobias.
Yeah, I know Ben Simmons.
Tobias Harris is going. He's actually the man. He's actually the one who takes a lot of the when it come down to it, like a lot of game on the line shots. He takes because he got a lot of game on mid range. He got a lot of mid range game, and he's always either too big or too quick for a defender. Right. He's one of those dudes. So if you put a big man on him, he's too quick. If you put a smaller man on, he's gonna post him up and get a bucket down low.
Right.
And B can shoot. I mean, they got
and then he got nice mid range game. I don't watch him. He ain't got no long game. He got mid range. That's far back he go. Yeah.
I don't know. He can shoot a 3.
He can shoot 3.
Yeah, he shoot a 3 pretty good. I mean, I don't.
I said for a big man.
He ain't a top 3-point shooter, but he can hit the 3.
You know who I'm mad?
He can stretch the floor.
And who I really kind of wanted to have a championship? Gasol, not Mark, but Paul.
Powell?
Yeah, not Paul, but I mean Mark.
Oh, he with the Lakers now, right?
Is he?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. He look old though.
Yeah, but I'm just saying I want him to have a championship. Though.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's this year he joined them. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. I mean, LeBron and them probably gonna make it back.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I already told you. I'm watching two teams. I'm watching
I
the
mean,
next
if
one.
Dame get some help, if Dame ever get some help, I mean, McCullough be playing, but
But he
if Dame
gonna-
ever
he-
get some help for
But
real,
that's the
Some
thing.
serious
Where's
help?
McCullough at right now? What's
He
he
hurt.
doing?
He hurt.
Yeah.
if Dame ever get some serious help, but he needs some help from a wing player. Like,
I hate
From
that
a-
on Marcus level like that. Marcus said, "Fuck it, I gotta get that check." I
Oh,
gotta
LaMarcus
try to
Aldridge?
get that ring, yeah. Cause him and Marcus and McCullough, that was a good three, man.
oh, that was a good three.
Yeah,
Yeah,
strong three.
that was a good three. But Philly got Steph Curry. Steph is shooting lights out. He shoot.
Mhm.
He won the only. He won. He shooting over 50% from 3-point range.
Yeah, I know Steph Curry.
So Steph doing like that's. I mean, that's what Philly got. They got shooting now. So they got people that can shoot the three. That's what's helping them out this year. They got people that can.
And
I mean,
Embiid taking the ball
shoot.
that down low space.
Yeah, they got people that can really shoot the three too. And Steph is balling. So they got people that and Doc. I mean, Doc always elevates your game.
You think so?
Yes.
You say Doc is a good coach.
Yeah, I like Doc.
You think that? I don't know.
I like Doc.
Cause he should have done something with the Clippers.
Well,
I'm
That's a
not
whole
saying that
nother
I
thing.
don't like Doc.
That's a
I
whole
like
nother
Doc.
thing.
Doc is a good guy.
I think it
And
was.
I think that the Clippers should have actually won.
The Clippers should have did better than they did,
Yeah, man,
but-
come on, man.
I mean, it was a lot. Of
I'm
shit
mad
going
cause Chris ain't got one. I wish he would be with the Lakers, man.
on. Chris Paul.
Yeah. He needed to figure it out, get away from where he at.
Chris Paul's the ultimate leader, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
He's the
saying. He need a
ultimate,
championship. They just cannot let him
No, do
retire without having a championship.
Just look at the last couple of years. The Thunder,
Any team he go to, he make them
the
better.
Thunder was not good until he got there,
But where he at
and
now?
now they're not.
The Suns are good right now.
But it's
You know what I'm
the
saying? That's what I'm
exactly.
saying. He make them good.
Yeah, he make 'em
Wherever he
better.
go, he make
That's what I'm
them
saying. The
teams better.
Thunder wasn't really good before he got there. When he got traded to the Thunder, they made the playoffs. Actually, they was like the 4th seed last year.
Talking shit, hit the wall.
And then-
Okay.
And
that's
then
what
wait a
I'm
minute,
gonna say.
hold on. And then they traded him. The Thunder ain't doing that well. They got the same team. They ain't
Right.
doing that well.
Right.
But the Suns are. The Suns
that's
are
what
well
I'm trying to
behind.
tell you.
They're like the third in the East.
You
I mean,
want
West
to
right
put it
now.
out here? Cause see, I'm on all y'all. Kyrie or
Chris Paul.
there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What are you talking about as far as leadership?
Because I'm saying
As far as leadership?
as in dynamic, when you look at them, you see them the same stature player. That's all I'm saying. They
You
play
say
the
it's
same general role.
You're not talking about being a
Leadership.
dynamic player.
I'm talking about leadership.
Leadership. Paul got it, hands down. But as a dynamic player, Kyrie Irving.
What does that
He's
mean?
got-
You got to tell me what dynamic mean now, JL. You keep
Paul-
using that shit.
Paul is a leader. Paul can score.
But he scores. What you mean?
Yeah,
he
but
can score.
he
He
ain't-
do
he's
all
not
that
a-
stuff, and he do it
He's not
smoother than
a
Kyrie.
he can. Okay, so
He
here's the
can shoot
difference.
Free ball got mid
Here's the
range
difference.
game. He can fake
Here's
the
the difference,
and
though.
lay it up.
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah.
them- What are you
the
talking
difference
about?
is the difference is Chris Paul can score a ball, but he's not a scorer. He's not a
Kyrie is
scorer.
not a scorer.
Yes, he is.
That's why he's playing
Kyrie
shooting
is a
guard.
scorer.
If Kyrie
That's
was-
the whole difference. Kyrie is not a point guard. He's a scorer. He play point guard because of his size, but he's a scorer.
Yeah, he can get to
He's a shooting guard in the
the
point
shooting
guard's
guard
body.
is the scorer.
Yeah, he's a point guard. I mean, he's a shooting guard in the point
So
guard's
this is
body.
what I'm saying. He's in point guard body.
But he's
Him and
he's a
him and
scorer.
Chris Paul is
He's a
good
scorer.
one on one.
Because
Because
Chris Paul is
I
a-
think
Chris Paul is a point guard. He's a true point guard.
Right.
He can score, but he would rather facilitate the offense and make the team better. Kyrie is a scorer. Kyrie
Okay.
gets out there and he gets a bucket.
how many years was Chris Paul in the league for Kyrie?
Oh, a long time. He was.
I know he was
probably
in the league a
for
long
while,
time,
yeah.
but not no 10 years.
But he ain't
Like
never. He
5
ain't never.
years at
He,
most.
5 or 6, probably. Yeah. No, probably more than that. Chris Paul is
Chris
in his
Paul
what?
came to the league around about the time LeBron in the league.
I think he came in before.
He
No.
came in 2005.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, 2005.
I mean, it's close.
Yeah.
When did
And Kyrie came to the
when
league
did LeBron get in the league?
2003.
2003? Okay, yeah, okay. So,
I remember that.
but Chris Paul went to high school. Goddamn, he went to college for what, 3 years?
That's what I'm saying. So all that.
But what I'm saying is this: Kyrie is a scorer. Period. Point blank. He's not a
in
point
the
guard.
movie. In the movie. I seen him in the movie. I seen him. Uncle Drew, the shit. I enjoy it. I watched
Well,
about
Uncle Drew
5
play
years
every night.
later.
Uncle-
But what I am saying is, so when the TV comes on,
But if you
how-
had me, if
how
you
many
said-
top tens? He don't do that. What
if
are
you told
talking
me,
about?
if you told, he don't do what?
I don't see him in top 10 like that's with some play that you're like, ooh, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You mean Sports Center top 10?
Yeah, like I'm trying to
'Cause he
figure out,
don't
like,
dunk.
no,
That's why-
no, the
what you
prolific
see.
score that you're making him to be. And
I'm not making
have-
him to be that. He is
The
that.
only time MVP
That's
stuff
a
hit
fact.
was when he was LeBron, right?
Listen,
What
that's a fact.
MVPs he got? How many scoring championships do he have?
How many scoring championships does Chris Paul have?
We ain't compare. I'm
I thought
talking.
I thought we were comparing.
Where's we at, man? Where we at?
Cause what I'm trying to
Wait a
say
minute,
is
where
the
we at?
dynamic. I'm trying to get the definition of the dynamic you talking about.
He's a
He's a
scorer.
dynamic player. So what does the dynamic mean? Because he ain't better
He
than
can
Chris
score
Paul.
anywhere,
To me, I'll take
anytime
Chris
he wants
Paul before I take Kyrie Irving.
What are you trying to do though? What are you
I'm trying to
taking?
win. It's
you
on the win
taking?
L's and W's. That's it.
L's and W's? Then yeah, I'm gonna take Chris Paul. I'm gonna build around Chris Paul. But
Think about how
but
many
if I need a
teams he
score,
whooped up.
if I need a score, if I need somebody that can score,
You talking about take the last shot?
no. If I need somebody that can score, get buckets. If I need a bucket, I'm gonna go with Kyrie Irving. If I need a bucket, if you say go get me a bucket, I'm going with Kyrie Irving. every
Okay,
time.
yeah, he got handled. So that's the
Oh yeah, he got
driving
it on
dynamic.
the
That's what I
yo-yo.
noticed Uncle Drew.
He got it on
He's
the
a
yo-yo.
handler. I'm like,
He got it on the
The
yo-yo.
handler is like he can
Yeah.
stop and
He-
go and do
yeah,
all
he-
that.
Yeah,
And
that's dynamic.
ain't nobody calling and
That's
caring.
dynamic.
It look good.
That's what I mean. He's a dynamic
Right.
scorer.
Yeah, he can dribble.
Chris Paul is not a dynamic scorer, but he can score. He has leadership. Like I said, if you put Chris Paul on the team, they immediately got better.
They get better.
Period.
Automatic.
Kyrie not necessarily, but
How many times?
their scoring to go up. I tell you that much.
Tell me this. How many times have Kyrie went to the playoffs being the primary player scorer, like the marquee piece? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, if you count, I wouldn't even
The
count
Celtics.
Cleveland.
That's his Celtics.
The Celtics.
Yeah, I wouldn't count
The
Cleveland though,
Celtics.
because I said
Celtics.
he had
The
Anthony
Celtics.
Bennett. I
The
mean,
Celtics.
who was
The
that?
Celtics.
Who is Anthony Bennett?
One time.
Who was Anthony Bennett? He was in the league the whole time. Like it was Kyrie and then Anthony Bennett came in right after. Oh no, it was And then later on it was Anthony Wiggins. What's his name? Andrew Wiggins.
Right.
Can't even remember the dude's name.
But I'm just saying.
But he's not worthy of the first pick because they traded him to Minnesota quickly.
Yeah, I didn't like that though. Cause
that's how they got Kevin Love.
I like Kabari better because Kabari reminded me of Carmelo, but
Who?
Jabari, I call him Kabari. I was saying Jabari.
Jabari Parker?
Yeah, I liked him better, but when they
The
came out
Wiggins?
the same year. Yeah, they came out the same
Jabari
year.
Parker was he got lost in the sauce a little bit too.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
He
but I mean,
he can
both,
score too.
all in all, they still at.
Jabari Parker
They
reminds me of like Tobias Harris type.
They
Like,
earned.
you can't put a big man on him because he's too quick.
They
You
earned
can't put a
their
little
paycheck.
man on him because he's too big.
But Andrew doing all right in Golden State. Andrew has
now,
always been.
He had to kind of find his way too because once they shipped him off when LeBron came back, they shipped him off to
automatic.
to Minnesota because they wanted Kevin Love.
Who
Well,
won?
they wanted Kevin Love. They got Kevin Love from Minnesota at the
Yeah,
time.
Kevin Love
And
was
then
just a role player.
but then-
Man. He didn't really impress me. He was hurt a lot.
You talking about when he was
Down
in
in the
Minnesota?
playoffs. No, I'm talking about with the
Yeah. He
Cavaliers.
something happened with him, but
Yeah.
in Minnesota, he was an automatic double.
Yeah, but see, I didn't watch
Like
him
an
in Minnesota.
automatic
I
double.
didn't
Like
watch him.
I thought that would work well,
We
but
going too far back.
he went into a shell or something. I think he just didn't know how to play with LeBron.
That's basically
He
it.
just didn't know how to
He
play
can't
with
be a
LeBron.
big man.
But the year
He
after
can't
LeBron
outshoot
left, I think he
LeBron.
did all right. The year after LeBron left, went to
He might have did all right, but he didn't make
the
the
year he went to the
All-Star.
Lakers.
He didn't make the
after- when
All-Star.
LeBron left,
He didn't
after
make
did
the
all right.
All-Star.
I didn't say that. I just said he did all right. But he was a perennial All-Star when he was with Minnesota.
Yeah, he was a perennial. I agree with
Yeah,
that.
he was a double machine. I mean, the dude was averaging 20 and 15 almost 1 year.
But like you said about James Harden, he had to do it.
Yes, he did.
do
Yeah,
it.
he
had
did.
to
Yeah, he
do it.
did. Exactly. He had to do it.
Yeah.
In Minnesota, it was nobody else.
Yeah.
Actually, did he get him to the playoffs 1 year? I don't know. Maybe not.
I
have
think
no
he did. I
idea.
think they went to like the first round and used the game for the third round.
Now, I'm gonna tell you
So,
something.
yeah.
Since we was talking about Carmelo earlier, that year he was with the Nuggets and they made it to the conference championship. They should have won that, Joe.
Yeah, after
should've
I
won
like
that, though.
Carmelo, then I didn't like. I was
Carmelo's
every,
always
every
been a
day he was
bucket
in New York. I was upset. I know this is hometown and everything, but I'm just like
That's
The
like
Knicks is like
that's like. But see,
Twilight
here's the
Zone
thing.
right now.
Here's the thing, though. That's how. That's how I count Kyrie's. That's how I count Kyrie's career. Them years in Cleveland before LeBron got back.
Right.
You can, man. It's like Carmelo in New York. It's like, what's the point?
Tell me this though. Why ain't Carmelo and Dame like saying like they're more dominant than what they're doing? Cause they doing good, but it ain't standing out as much. Like it should be.
Carmelo's not there to. He's there to
facilitate.
relieve some stuff, but like he's not the Carmelo that. If he was Carmelo with the when he was with Denver, if he had the same game that he was when he was with Denver, it would be a problem. Like it would be a serious.
That's
problem.
what I'm talking about.
But he's not that dude no more. He can give you buckets, but Dame is the focal point of their team.
He should be.
Yeah, of course he should be. Of course he should.
What I wanted to say earlier was like the way Steph hit a jump shot is just like he just leave the ball in the air and it fall in the hole. But Dame has this jump shot, like the logo, like you know what I mean? He got that shit. Like when he go for a shot, it don't matter when he catch the ball, he just throw it up. And it go in, you know what I'm saying? So it's different than how Steph lead the ball up now.
Steph
lead the ball up now.
Steph shoot. I swear to God, I think Steph shoot without looking sometimes.
Yeah, he just lead the ball up now.
But you know who else? I be going back, but Ray Allen.
Ray Allen had the sincere jump shot.
Ray Allen said one time he practiced so much in the gym on his shot that if he get to a spot, he ain't got to look at the basket.
That ain't what I remember. Here goes the thing, because
y'all. No, he said that.
Y'all was grinning the whole time. Every time I remember, I mentioned Kyrie and the damn Drew, but Ray Allen. I was introduced to Ray Allen through Shuttlesworth, and Ray Allen. I was like, nah, he the truth. He got game.
Jesus.
Now, I'm saying I started watching him. I'm talking about really watching him though. You know
it
ain't no knock. To me, it ain't no knock to link Kyrie to Drew. Cause I was like, okay, I see what he do. He got handled.
No, I've been
like
watching
in the shots of the movie and stuff. That's the main focus.
I've been watching Ray Allen since he was at Connecticut though. I don't know.
See, I didn't watch Ray Allen.
Ray Allen was.
I didn't see him.
I watched him in Seattle when Seattle had a team.
Right, yeah, I kind of remember. Him starting.
And when he first got to Boston, he was a bucket. I mean,
Boston. Yeah, but I'm saying I remember him before Boston, and when he got to Boston, he was the truth by then. But I'm saying it started with Jesus Shuttleworth.
Bad acting, but he was.
Well, that was a movie though, man.
It was a good movie. I mean, I like the movie.
Somebody want to say they're gonna shoot you a movie about J.O. and the squad.
He was acting. He was acting beside Denzel, so I guess he couldn't look too good.
He what?
It was Denzel was his father, so.
Oh yeah,
in the movie.
I'm just saying, as an introduction to a NBA player, somebody that's in the league.
Yeah, I think that's just.
It does a lot when you get a shoe deal, right? It means even more when you get a movie deal. And so I'm saying he might be the truth. It's just that I ain't just seen him dominate.
Yeah, he could shoot.
In the fashion that I seen KD dominate, the fashion I seen LeBron dominate, the fashion I seen James Harden dominate, even the fashion I seen Dame Lillard dominate. I ain't seen Kyrie go off like that. That's all that I'm saying. Maybe I've been out watching other shit.
You gotta watch him. When he first got to Brooklyn,
I ain't seen him dominate like Kobe. Come on,
we're not even gonna put that in there. Don't even put that in there.
I can't do that.
Don't put that in there.
Wait, this is 24-8. Wait a minute.
Nah, don't put that in there.
I'm just saying, because you don't put him up on
though?
You don't put him up on this. This is Mount Everest, man. Like,
but who does though?
Who
does besides Jordan?
But what I'm saying is, so I'm just trying to rank
who dominates a game?
This what you're talking about, dynamic.
I didn't say I said dominate. Dynamic is different. The man can do anything you want him to do. But what I'm saying is, pure dominance is only two people in my lifetime that's dominated, and that's Kobe
and Michael Jordan. Right.
Now, mind you, I absolutely love what Shaq did in his career. And I don't believe that without them two, they wouldn't have won a championship at that time when they was going through the West. Because I don't want to go back to it, but I'm gonna go back to it.
Wait a minute.
That Portland team that they beat in the championship.
We can talk about it.
Wait a minute. That Portland team that they beat in the championship, in the Western Conference Championship, Lakers and Portland. You know they shouldn't have won that game.
Nah.
Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Let me tell you why. Ready? The Lakers shot 27 free throws in the fourth quarter alone. Portland shot 5.
Yeah.
It came out later that the referees, remember that scandal?
Yeah.
Referee,
Right.
that was one of the games that started the investigation.
Right. Okay.
So-
I understand it.
The Lakers shot 27, and they still barely won the game.
So they shouldn't have won.
They shouldn't have won that.
I agree. But this
Because that, if you look at that Portland team,
right.
that show we had. I mean, Scottie Pippen was still playing well.
Right.
You had Bonzi Wells.
Right.
You had Steve Smith.
Right.
Was it Sabonis? I think Sabonis. And Bonzi came off the bench. They went 10
Yeah,
deep.
Steve Smith was on the team.
They went 10 deep on that team.
Nah, but here goes the thing.
They went 10 deep on that team.
This is why I want to
Everybody
take
was
the
there.
conversation now. Because this is what I want to know. So do you think it was a triangle offense or Kobe and Shaq?
I mean, probably Kobe and Shaq. I mean, the triangle offense helped, but just like it added. I think it added just a structure for them, because if you just said Kobe and Shaq go out, yeah, they would have went, but I don't think they'd have done. I don't think they'd have the three-peat.
Right.
I don't think they would have won, because no matter what you say about Phil Jackson, yes, he had teams, but
He ain't
It's
worth
his-
shit.
the triangle
He ain't worth
offense.
shit in front of him.
Oh,
Get him out of
yeah.
there.
I ain't say all that. But the
Get him out of there. Hell no.
but the triangle offense added structure, man. It gave Kobe and Shaq something.
Knicks ain't been good since when the last time was the Knicks good?
Who?
The Knicks. When the last time the Knicks was good?
You want me to say you the last time
I'm
they was
asking
good?
you. I'm
I'm gonna
asking
tell you. You ready?
Right.
Patrick Ewing was playing.
I thought that was
Patrick Ewing was playing. Patrick older than me.
But that's what I'm trying to figure out. How did they make Carmelo drop off like that? He looked like he went off.
It wasn't
the
even that he dropped off. It's the team was sorry. Carmelo's still getting
Well,
buckets.
no, they had what name that linked up
No.
with LeBron for a while. What
Uh-uh.
name?
No
You
matter.
know what I'm talking about?
It doesn't
Smith.
matter.
They had not Steve Smith. You know what
It
I'm talking
doesn't
about?
matter.
No, what I'm saying. They
I
had
don't know
some
who you're talking
scorer.
about right
you
now,
do know
but-
what I'm talking about.
I mean, I gotta.
he was
but it don't matter.
LeBron, wherever
What-
LeBron went, he went for a
The
while.
reason I can't remember or I don't want to think about it is because it didn't matter. Because
He was there when Carmelo was there.
It doesn't matter. They didn't have nobody. They still didn't have nobody but Carmelo. You talking about the Knicks?
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. Who I'm talking about, man.
They probably don't know. I don't even
Played
think
with
they
the
remember.
Cavaliers with LeBron. He went to the Lakers.
Who you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about.
Smith. Ain't last name Smith.
Oh, JR?
J.R. Smith, man.
Oh, get out of here. Cut that out.
J.R. Smith was getting buckets. What are y'all
J.R.
talking
Smith is
about?
not a.
He was getting buckets in New
J.R.
York.
Smith. J.R. Smith is a streaky shooter. That's what he is.
In
He can
New
when
York,
he on,
he was most consistent
when
in
he-
New York.
when he was on.
New York called, New York.
When he
J.R.
was
Smith
on-
was a solid player.
Nah, J.R. Smith was not.
man.
He's not good enough to do anything for nobody though. He's a definitely role player. He's definitely a role player though. He's not one of those dudes. Okay, so here's the thing. So wait a minute, let me just hold on. So LeBron went out and got AD, right?
Who was a bad player?
Wait a minute, hold on. LeBron went out and got AD, right?
Right.
All right. Steph before KD got
Steph?
women. Before KD got there, it was Steph, Clay, Draymond, and they had pieces, right?
Steph would not get out of the
Andre
first round
Iguodala.
without Clay. It's a combination. It's a splash.
But that's what I'm saying. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Those are two people that are stars, right? AD and LeBron are stars. When Kyrie was in Boston, he had other people with him, right?
Right.
Carmelo had J.R. Smith. Like that's not how you.
But
you don't put him
hold
in.
on.
How many
See,
All-Star did J.R.
y'all-
Smith make?
Y'all
How many All-Star
listen
teams did
right
J.R.
now.
Smith make?
Listen, 'cause this
How many
whole thing.
All-Star teams
Here's
did
the whole
J.R. Smith
thing.
make?
It's Carmelo Anthony a perennial All-Star?
Carmelo, yes.
Is
Is
LeBron James a once in a lifetime player?
Yes.
Has J.R. Smith played with both of them?
What does that mean?
You have to be a quality player in order
No,
to
you
do
don't.
that. Why
No, you
not?
don't.
These are like two perennial, once in a lifetime.
He was an
type
okay player. He was a
No
okay.
hell.
Okay.
Okay players get next to that. Y'all tripping, nah.
LeBron ain't had nothing to do with that.
What you mean?
J.R. Smith can
He
shoot.
would've got
He was a
him.
role player
LeBron left and went back and got him again.
to
He
shoot
done
the
followed
ball.
LeBron to two teams
Just
at
to
least.
shoot. He
He barely playing now, but he has
Bro,
been
they
scoring
are
in the
not
finals. He put up numbers.
What
What
numbers
y'all
did you? What
talking
numbers you talking about? What finals are you talking about?
He have won games.
No, he didn't.
He has been different
He
making.
didn't. No, he didn't. You know who won games in that finals? Say it again. A little bit louder.
The dagger on
Big
the
time.
game winner.
No, but I'm
They
saying.
both-
As a matter of fact,
I remember J.R. Smith being on top 10. How about that? So you saying he ain't been on top 10?
Who?
J.R. Smith.
Top 10 for what?
Top 10
I don't
what?
know. ESPN. Why
To
y'all
do what?
y'all never heard like
Top 10 role
you have to do something like
Top
win a
10
game.
stoners
You have to do something. Okay, we ain't got to agree on it. But I'm just saying he is a solid
I'm just
player.
trying to figure out. I didn't say he wasn't a solid player. I said he's just that. That's it. He's an average player. He can shoot the ball. That's it.
So
he can't drive it.
all-time scoring where you put it. Nah, let's see.
You mean all time what in the NBA history?
Points. Yeah.
NBA history?
At the bottom of
No,
No, come on.
If he crack- if he crack-
y'all niggas, we been hit this
Down
ball.
there.
If he cracked the top 50, I'll be happy for him.
for sure.
If he's a brother,
Bro, he's not even.
No, we gonna bring them in and put
He
more
might
up
not be. He might not
When
be.
we talk
But
about
what I
basketball,
am
we gonna
saying
bring them in.
that
'cause
he
that-
has went deep
And they don't
enough
even
in
talk
He has
basketball.
went deep
Here's the
enough
thing.
in the playoffs
Real
enough
Real
to
quick,
have a
let
lot
me
of
say something real
points.
quick.
That's
Let me
all
say-
I'm saying.
Let me just say something real quick.
When
These
was
two right
J.R.
here-
Smith's last
These two right here, they can talk to you about football all
Yeah,
day
that's what
long.
I said about
You hear
Kyrie.
me? Listen, they can talk to you about football all day long,
Right.
and they right now they don't even watch a lot of basketball. Right now,
Right.
they telling me more stuff that I agree with than you are.
Okay, y'all niggas
Especially about
ride
that-
together.
no.
Okay.
Bro,
I don't even talk basketball with them because we don't talk
when
about
he hit the three at the top of the key and then turned around and did this.
No, this is what he's famous for. You ready for this?
when you blew the finals,
When he- nah,
when
when he-
LeBron was yelling at him
that's what he famous for.
to
He
shoot
made the
ball.
top 10 for that.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember
When
that.
he got the rebound and he ran all back up to when he had the easy layup. Yeah, and they was down.
I don't know.
Were they
just
down
know-
by 2 or something like
I
that?
just know in
That
order to
burnt
be,
that guy
if you have a
It
star,
was tied.
okay, do we agree what a star is? You have to have some potential to
J.R.
stand next to
Smith
a
Yeah,
star.
Smith was not a star.
He's standing next to the star.
What does
So
that
what does that mean?
Danny Green is next to a star.
Danny Green is a solid player.
Bro,
Danny Green
didn't
ain't a
he-
solid
didn't he
player.
Again,
super
I
brick
said I'm
wide
not
open
I'm
threes
not
in the
taking
finals?
away the fact that he's a solid player.
Yeah, he
But
ain't
he
the
was-
one there on the all-time stuff.
We had it right. Nowhere near. If he cracked top 50, I'd be happy for him.
Nah,
He ain't what he 193. What is he?
He got 12,000 points. I don't know what that is, but it ain't what it need to be. My bad for your
Shit.
black.
LaMelo Ball about to pass it. LaMelo about to pass that dude. You got to be kidding me.
Well, no, but so. I
Listen,
mean,
what I'm saying is, I did not say he wasn't a solid player. He's a
that's what
solid
I'm saying. He's a
role
solid player.
player.
Yeah, I agree.
But what
But
do you?
didn't you
What,
just
okay,
say
but
he
what do
was
you?
a
What? Where's your conversation getting it?
I don't know where- how do we-
Superstar.
No, I said
He went from
All-star.
he went from
okay.
Role player.
he went from the best player in the league to
I didn't say no best player
Right
in the
to
league.
underneath.
I said
Danny Green.
he played with Carmelo and he played with LeBron. That was my whole
that ain't
point.
got nothing to
Because
do with
so-
that
shoot
though.
the ball.
That
That's
means
it.
you go deep into the playoff. He played with the
That
Denver
don't
Nuggets.
mean
He
he
went for the
Very
Denver
I
Nuggets.
tell you one thing. I promise you this. I promise you this. This is what I'm gonna say.
What is
Wait
a
a minute.
long career? in the
Hey, you ready?
NBA?
You ready? You ready?
Most
Hold on.
niggas
Hold
on
on.
average go
Hold
2
on.
years in the NBA.
Hold on.
Okay, can we agree
Hold
with
on. Real quick, let me say this. I promise you that every team he's been on that made it deep into the playoffs, it's not because of him.
No.
that? But what I'm
They
saying,
had him in the
okay,
back
see,
pocket,
yeah,
they was carrying.
they don't remember. The Denver Nuggets, when he was Denver Nuggets, Carmelo was there.
Yes.
So when he went to the Knicks,
That's
Carmelo
when he
was
a
there.
bucket.
You
Okay.
understand what I'm saying? Then
So-
he went to the Cavaliers, LeBron was
That
there.
says more about J.R. Smith to me than anything else. It
That's what I'm
means,
saying. It says a lot about J.R.
it means to me that he following these people around so he can get so he
get as
so
many
you-
rings as
so
possible.
you know who the fuck he is.
You know, you
Dog,
have to
if
make
you-
a cut.
I promise you-
Y'all are-
Listen,
you have to make a cut,
Listen.
man. You have to make a
You ready?
roster.
You ready?
If
You
he
ready?
didn't follow
Ready?
Carmelo to-
Say it again.
Knicks, nobody
Nobody would know who the fuck
he
he is. If he didn't play for Denver that year, if he didn't follow Carmelo to whatever, if he didn't follow LeBron James to Cleveland, you wouldn't know who J.R. Smith was.
Right, I agree, but he did.
That
He did.
but
So
that's
if they go deep into the playoffs,
Wait,
if
it
they
ain't
make
because of
noise,
him.
if they make
It
ain't because
noise,
of him.
you make noise.
It ain't because of him.
What?
Oh, right.
None of those. None of this.
I ain't saying what
Now
I
that-
what I'm
Oh, okay,
saying.
okay. Real
What
quick,
is a long NBA career? What is a solid NBA career?
a
what-
solid NBA
because
career
most
is
people
7
don't
years
get-
at least.
7 years. Okay,
I'll
I'll
go
give you 7.
7.
I'm gonna say 10.
7 years is a solid.
yeah.
Actually, it depends on who you
Retired
are
before.
because
I think he retired.
if you know my shit for real, be honest with you, for J.R. Smith, he lasted more than 5 years. That's solid for him.
He's done playing.
Yeah, but see, he's
He's good.
doing. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
as long as he's lasted, he's had something to offer. You have to go.
Yeah,
He can shoot. That's it,
That's
though.
what I'm
That's
saying.
Danny Green can shoot, but he almost got his head scalped.
Who?
Danny Green when he blew that shot.
Danny Green was
What
San
was it,
Antonio. Danny Green
Last
was.
year in the final.
Yeah, shit.
I consider him to be a solid
They about
player.
to shoot Danny Green.
Yeah,
When
they was
he-
about
when he
to
was
kill him
dead.
and his whole family.
But when they lost that game, Miami,
That joke was
No,
bad.
no,
The other
hit
shit
the
was
front of the
good.
rim.
they about to. But he actually, I would rather have Danny Green than him,
That's a fact.
than J.R. Smith. Because
Because
Danny
I know
Green
he
will put
ain't smoking
Danny
on
Green will
them.
put them
Yeah.
clamps on you. Danny Green is known for his defense. He a 3-and-D player.
Yeah.
J.R. Smith is a 3-and-3 player. That's it. And that's
I
and
got
you-
some good games
and that's-
on that.
and that's
You know
hoping
what?
he on that game.
But here go
That's
the
hoping
thing.
he on
See,
that
I always go back to Kyrie because I'm like, I don't know Kyrie for defense. I really don't.
No, how many people do you know for defense though?
Right.
In the top players in the league, how many of them do you know for defense? Seriously. You don't
I can
even-
name 5.
You don't even
I
know.
can name
You don't
5.
even know LeBron for his defense.
I kind of do.
Not
I've
really.
seen him chase down too many blocks, too many shots,
In spurts.
too many breakaways.
I'm talking about a lockdown defender.
I know what I'm saying. He's letting up as of he's gotten older, so he.
I'm
will
talking
let
about even
somebody go
before
in and do
that.
what they
He
wanna
wasn't
do.
known for his defense. LeBron was known for.
I've
overall
known
game
LeBron to
as far as
go 1
offense.
through 5. I seen him.
You
do
said
it.
okay. So let me ask you a question.
Yeah, but I
Oh
seen
no,
him
it's
do
no
it.
question. He
So
can
what
do
he's
it.
yeah,
I'm
so,
talking
yeah,
about what
yeah,
is he
yeah.
known for? Anybody in the top, any top player right now,
And it-
more than likely you don't know them. You don't know if you don't know them for their constant defensive pressure.
Because
Period.
here goes the truth of the matter is
Even
you can't be
Durant-
you can't be sincerely productive on offense if you're focusing on defense. That's it.
even
You have to
even
pick and
Durant.
choose that
Durant
battle.
can play defense.
But here
But
goes
he
the
don't.
thing.
He,
Here go he's
He
now.
don't want
See, I would say LeBron is not known for defense. Before I say LeBron is not known for defense. I'd have seen
I don't know.
LeBron stop the best player
Durant
and shut a whole playing scheme.
what was it?
down.
That year they won the championship in Golden State that last year. He did. He did pretty good with the clamps.
Yeah, but still, he can't like. If you got a sincere big man, he gonna take up all this.
He ain't
time.
playing nigga. But who you? Okay, so
Kevin ain't playing
give me the-
defense
give me-
like
give me-
LeBron.
Yeah, okay, that's
Give
what
me
I'm saying.
top 10.
Okay, then.
give me
All
top
right.
10 players. Give me the top 10 players in the NBA now, and tell me which one you think is you play defense consistently every night.
Top 10 is hard.
Tell me this. Tell me right
I
here.
don't think.
Cause see, okay. So tell me this. Do you think I consider Dame to play defense? You consider Dame to play defense?
Who?
Dame.
Dame Lillard?
Yeah.
No.
You know.
No.
What happened?
Okay. I like Dame on defense.
No.
Curry is 60.
No.
Off the
Dame
rip.
don't play defense.
Right,
Steph don't
Steph
play
and-
defense.
Steph-
James
Yeah, see,
Harden
I
don't
didn't
play
see them
defense.
games. I didn't see them games.
Kyrie Irving don't play defense.
When I've seen him, he's been on.
LeBron.
he's
LeBron
been
played
on his
defensive
player.
spurts. He actually should be a much better defensive player.
Who?
LeBron. He just doesn't. And I understand a lot of times he's carrying the team on offense.
That's what I'm
But the
saying. You
way he,
can't-
but
if you
he,
commit to one
well,
side,
also that's a lie.
yeah, no,
Jordan
a
made
balanced
multiple-
player, a balanced player does
Jordan
not.
made multiple.
A
Wait a minute.
balanced player does
Wait a
not
minute.
produce 30 points.
Wait a minute. Jordan made multiple first team defensive teams. He actually won
He had
defensive player.
6
Wait a minute. He won defensive player of the year once or twice.
No.
Kobe was on multiple defensive
Yeah, you
defensive
gonna
first
make
team.
those teams when you go deep into the playoffs. What don't you understand about the process?
No, they don't. They do all that stuff before the playoffs start.
Yeah, but what I'm
All the
saying
vote,
is,
all the vote for everything.
Your
is for the-
strong team, if you're on a strong team, you're gonna get those accolades because you're on that team.
Not necessarily. They get they get
LeBron is like
they
I
get
said,
first team
LeBron
defense
check-
if niggas on the team that ain't doing nothing.
LeBron check.
Draymond Green was all defense player before
When they
Golden
were
State.
winning.
No,
When they were
before
winning.
that. That's why they started winning.
What is he now?
He old. I mean, he not old. It's just his body old. He's
Talking
just.
about politics.
But yeah, but
I'm just saying as a production.
Okay,
he
so
ain't doing
listen.
that, really.
All right,
Defense
here's the
is
thing.
Solid, but
yeah, but okay. So Giannis got defensive players, so he plays defense.
Yeah.
And that's
You ain't gonna say one
that's still
person play
kind of, you
defense.
know what I'm saying? And
he
he
ain't gonna say one person.
because he gets defense.
Tell me,
Being an all defensive player also counts for, like, especially for a big man, counts for rebounds and blocks and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Yeah,
For a smaller dude, it's usually steals and some other stuff they count. Like, who you think one of the best? Who you think best perimeter defensive player was last year? I guarantee you won't be able to pick him.
Yeah, because I don't watch it. I don't watch it enough to make a call on
Marcus Smart,
Marcus Smart.
Oh yeah.
best
Yeah.
perimeter defender in the league last year.
I don't know. Is it like Marcus? Is it like he active?
He was the
He
best-
kind of like Patrick Beverly.
Dog, he's the best defensive.
He give buckets. You ain't paying attention.
He's the
He
best
shoot
perimeter
whatever he need to
Marcus
shoot.
Smart.
Hold. Let's not talk about Patrick Beverly.
I'm just saying. I put
Patrick
Patrick Beverly and Marcus Smart. Like they have shades of the same game. Man.
A little
I'm
bit.
saying they
I think Smart
like
can
a
shoot
lot
a
of
little bit
players
better.
could be in the game and playing the game.
I think
but
Smart can
active.
shoot a little better.
Smart is bigger. He's bigger.
Oh yeah, he is.
He's bigger.
I mean, he's just taller. He's bigger. Patrick Beverly a little rock. That
Nah,
dude,
man, get out of here.
that dude like a little bowling ball. But I mean, Marcus Smart only like 6'2", though. He ain't that much taller than him.
But he's a bigger player, man.
He ain't that much bigger than Patrick
He's a
Beverly.
small
Patrick
forward.
Beverly is a
Patrick
big dude.
Beverly
Look
is a
at him.
point guard.
So is Marcus Smart.
No, he ain't.
Yes, he is. He's a combo guard. He's a combo guard.
I say he's a
combo
small forward.
He's a combo guard. He's a combo guard.
He a 3.
Hell no, not at all. Jaylen Brown is a 2-3,
Yeah,
but Marcus Smart may be
Yeah,
a
but
1 and
Jaylen
2.
Brown, he looked like he's Jaylen Brown look like a hybrid shooting guard.
But they right now, right now they got I think they got power forward in the center, so they got Tatum at small forward and Jaylen Brown at 2.
Yeah, definitely.
But
Well,
you still ain't answer my
So you
question.
say they got Tatum at small forward,
Uh-huh.
and
Last year they had him at
I thought
power
they would
forward.
probably have Jaylen Brown
Oh
at,
my god,
at
that
3.
is crazy.
Small
Well,
forward.
yeah,
I ain't doing that. I'm sorry.
he ain't doing that right now.
It's just
Yeah,
This clip, fam.
yeah, he done hit ever since what it was the East Finals last year. Well, actually the bubble.
Dude, hey, so
the East Finals.
we already talked about Super Bowl. We did this shit last week.
Yeah, yeah. We can talk about. I mean, we can talk about. I mean, it's we can talk about the trade. So,
What's right?
so okay. First of all, let's talk about this. Let me say this. Here's what's funny to me. Okay, so Matthew Stafford went to
Right.
the Rams. That was up 2 first, third,
Right.
right?
And Jared Goff.
And Jared Goff to get
Right.
Matthew Stafford, right?
Right.
So for some odd reason, Philly thought they was gonna get the same type of trade for Carson Wentz. Here's the problem with that: Stafford been in the league, solid NFL career
Stafford,
for 10
I
years
watched
at least,
Stafford,
and he's always been a top quarterback,
Right.
somewhere in the top 10.
right. Other than
most
when
of
he
them
hurt his
years.
arm, he always
Most of
throw
them
that
years,
ball. He
yeah.
throw that ball.
So I don't know why they thought Carson Wentz, who had one good season,
And he didn't even go.
and he didn't
play in
finish the
playoffs.
season, by the way.
We're gonna get that.
he didn't win the Super Bowl.
But he got that. He got that.
He didn't finish the season
Right.
that year or the next year. And then the 2 full seasons he had, well, actually, I can't even say that because he didn't finish the season last year. So the 1 full season he had, his third year was okay.
Right.
Okay.
So how do they think? I mean, I still think they got too much for him, to be honest with you.
Well,
They got
what I was gonna say
they
about
got-
Jared
they got a
Goff
third
is
round
when I
pick.
play Madden now, I play with Jared Goff.
they got a third round pick. They got a third round pick and a second. They got a third round pick and a second round pick that can turn into a first round pick. I think that's too much for Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I'm hung up on Matthew Stafford.
Oh, Stafford,
Like Carson Wentz, I ain't like when the Eagles won the championship, that was on Nick Foles, man. We talked about it.
well, he went to the playoffs. I mean, he went
But
through the
I
playoffs.
haven't watched Carson Wentz. That's what I don't have no backstory.
Carson Wentz?
Like I don't.
I think he has
I,
He's good at it.
He has the tools, but I think the last
I don't think
last
he's
year
killing
too.
the Redskins.
The problem is,
That's the only thing he's good for is killing us.
except for this year.
I mean,
That
he
first
killed
game.
us.
That first game, no.
And nah, because it was 17.
He killed us in the first
He
half.
killed us.
Oh, the
We
first.
can't
game,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
the
yeah.
Redskins, man. I don't like how they treat the Haskins, man. I'm out with the Redskins.
Dog, I don't know if I agree.
But
with
here
you
go the
on that.
thing. I hadn't even watched Haskins play.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
what do you
saying,
mean? What do you mean?
It's like
How they
cancer,
treated him
though.
this year or before?
In
Like,
general, he was a rookie.
Okay,
He was a rookie.
okay.
He was hometown, and on top of that, they made too much issues out of the other shit than what he was actually doing. Cause he was a decent rookie on the field to me. I don't
Okay, so
expect a rookie
let
of
me
his
say this.
stature without
let me say this.
explosive speed to actually
wasn't in the
get into the
playbook
league
at
and do
all.
something. You got to be fast in this league. You know what
So
I mean?
here's the thing. Haskins was mishandled from the start.
That's what
agree
I'm
with that.
saying.
I will agree with that.
That's
And maybe if he got drafted to another team, then fine. Or if he got drafted now to this team, it might be a better situation. The problem is he came into a situation that was
They
horrible
were
for him.
blowing up. They were
It was
blowing up.
horrible for everybody there, but it was definitely horrible for him because he was a rookie.
Right.
He was a rookie that the owner picked, that the coach
Them-
thought was a good player, but he didn't want him.
Right.
He wanted somebody else because here's the thing. At that time, the coach is trying to win
Right.
now because he's trying to save his job. Right.
Job on the line.
So you pick this rookie to come in
Make everybody happy.
and
But he
and
ain't
he
ready
had
to play
he wasn't ready to play at all.
Right.
And then
So you gotta be fast with it.
So you got a lame duck coach. You got a lame duck
fast
coach.
with it, yeah.
you got a fucked up GM because
Right.
the GM
Gone now.
was horrible.
Right.
He was horrible. And then you got a team that wasn't ready to even compete for real. Like that, what they should have
Our
done.
division ain't hard to win
Well,
right
they
now.
should have
though.
done-
That's the sad part.
Be honest
Right.
with you, they should have done that year. They probably should have just went on ahead and fired Jay, got new coaches in there, and went from there. That's what they should have done. But because Jay did okay the year before that, he kind of salvaged the year.
It's so
a little bit
easy to
against
win out
that
the division
still.
right now. Don't make no sense. We
Oh,
end up
but-
winning the division a good part of the season. We lose.
Well,
We're winning the division this year, I promise you.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Dallas.
So who's the quarterback for the Eagles now?
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
So they're going to be washed for a couple of years.
They got the 6 picks, so they might pick somebody. They might pick another quarterback.
Why though?
I don't know.
Is
I don't know.
Tom Brady going back to the Super Bowl?
Hope not.
might.
I
He
hope
might.
not.
He
I
might.
ain't talking about
If
what
he meet
you
us,
hope. We talking about analytics. Now, you done
Also,
changed the
it
conversation,
all
now.
depends on the free agents. They got some big time free
You know what I'm
agents,
saying? He got a strong team. It ain't him. The way I saw that defense stand up.
but they got to
I
sign.
know about that
They got
defense.
they got what is it?
Right.
Shaq
I already knew the
Shaq
offense was showing.
Shaq Barrett,
Chris Godwin.
Chris Godwin,
Levante David.
Devontae David.
They got to sign. all of them.
And it,
AB's right there.
Antonio Brown. They got to sign back a lot of free agents.
Right.
They might not. Cause they might.
They
They don't
might
sign
not,
them
They
back.
might not.
They might not. If they sign everybody back, this is a pretty good chance they probably will. I mean, because from what I hear, the Saints might not be that great because they. I mean, they
I think
got,
Drew done. I think Drew
Terrible.
done.
And the
Drew is probably gone. He will
I think
retire.
Drew done.
We
Yeah.
think.
And their cap
He
space
was
is
talking about
negative
playing back.
60.
Yeah, but they was like they lately. I've been hearing that it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's gonna retire.
Thank you, Drew.
I mean, I don't know. Well, they got James
But
Winston
they
and
talk
Taysom
about starting
Hill.
Jameis. I think Taysom is
No.
better for that.
No,
Well, no, not better for
no.
the system.
Nah.
Definitely do it.
Jameis is better for the system, but can he stop throwing interceptions?
No.
That's the only problem.
Can
Yeah,
he see?
Yeah, you can see now.
you can see that. Yeah.
I mean, he ain't playing like he can.
I remember the Florida State days. He was looking over like he couldn't see nothing.
I can't believe the boy started crying there. What the
Nah.
hell?
He was coming out of high school. He
How
didn't know no
did you
better.
do
He didn't
that?
know no
How did you do that?
And Jameis Winston, it ain't like he got a rich family, so it ain't like he came in that zone and he was. He
But
had-
I'm just
he had
saying,
money.
at that point in time when I'm playing football, I've got to
He was a freshman though. He wasn't even playing yet. You know, he's a redshirt freshman.
Red shirt. Yeah,
Yeah, he wasn't even playing yet. So didn't nobody who know who Jameis was when he,
he
did
wanted
that.
them damn crab.
Nobody know who he was.
He wanted them crab legs. I'm giving you some crab
I
legs.
don't know. He was hungry, I guess. I don't know.
Crab legs are good on occasion.
He
It might
was
be
like
a big
that. He
football
saw
game or
He
something.
saw the crab leg. He like that. Oh yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna give you
I
some
can
of
see
that.
it right
He can't get Twinkie or something.
Something.
He He wanted to go.
Crab leg. That's $13 at least.
Go get crab leg. You have to go back there and find the crab.
They the frozen aisle section. They on ice. They on ice. Yeah, he went all the way deep into the grocery store.
He can get away quick. He still done
He
with
can
the
run
front.
all the way back to the store.
Yeah. He couldn't even get through the snow.
I wonder where they caught him at. They caught him at the campus. They caught him. They caught him at
They
the
called
James.
for 11 of the
They
store.
probably caught
I
him. James. James, look, man. You gotta come
They
down
tried
to
on
the
the
police
The Wednesday, come back to the office.
You gotta come down to the police station. You got you on camera. Well, on camera doing what? Stealing crab leg. How you gonna get caught stealing crab leg? They free in the ocean.
I know, go crab it. If you want to do that, just go crab it. Get some crabs yourself. Steal up, do your whole thing, man. That's exactly what the people do.
He done got caught stealing crab leg.
Nah, boy, this free agency though gonna be something else for that.
And see, but I hate that though. I hate when
I love it.
white guy come in after a black guy and go to the Super Bowl. Just make us black people look bad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking?
No,
No,
Sam got it.
no, they had a team. They had the team.
They had the team. That's what I know. I was hearing about the offense.
Here's the thing. Jameis Winston led the league in touchdowns and yards.
Right.
He also led the league in interceptions
Interceptions, right.
and pick sixes. So, like, he didn't just throw interceptions.
Six is the same thing. They trying to make it sound double bad.
No, it is bad. Let me tell you why. He didn't just throw interceptions.
To the back of the end.
He threw a pick six. He gave points to the other team.
You mean when he caught him ran?
Yeah, he
I
threw-
got it.
He gave points to the other team. Like, I can understand. Listen, if you throw an interception, I can live with that.
Man,
If you throw an interception and
he's
go back
strong.
for points, I can't live with that all the time. He threw the most
Cause you
pick
are the
sixes.
last line of defense. Cause the ball started with you.
He threw the most pick sixes that year. And for I mean, like it's been a long
But
time.
I mean,
since
that
many
reflects
people-
on character. Cause what happens is once he throw it, he give up.
No,
Cause the guy
that
got to
ain't
run
nothing to do with
past him in order to score. The
it.
guy
He ain't
ain't run
fast.
past him.
So what do you mean?
But what I'm saying, if he's throwing a pick
If
six
he throw
downfield,
listen, I don't care how fast you are. If you throw it out, ain't nobody catching you.
yeah, if you throw it out, ain't nobody.
If you throw it out, Lamar Jackson ain't catching no corner.
Right, yeah, if you throw it out, right. But I'm
Listen,
talking
let me
about
say
if you throw a
something.
pass
Let me say
downfield, the
something.
person got to
Let
run
me
back
tell you something.
fast.
Here's what's funny. Most people don't know. You know Dominic Foxworth that be on the he be on some morning show. He used to play for Baltimore.
No, I don't.
Dominic Foxworth. He's fast.
Go ahead.
He said, one thing you're not gonna do is catch me at something that I'm supposed to be good at,
Right,
and that's being fast.
right,
If you're a corner, you're supposed to be fast.
right.
So if you catch an interception and you got clear field,
Right.
nobody should catch you.
Right, I agree. I agree.
Nobody should
I
catch you. I
agree.
don't care how fast you are.
I
Nobody
agree.
else
I
fast
agree
can catch
because
you.
you the first one to alert to go.
Yeah, you got it. You know what I'm saying?
it.
Like, so people will come up,
Listen,
people
yeah.
chase you. Like when
Right.
Buda Baker got
Right.
ran down by
DK.
DK.
Right.
That should never happen.
He hulked him.
He hawked him.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
And they ain't
I
get no
can't
points on
comment
that.
on
He hawked him. He hawked him.
They ain't get no points on that possession.
And DK started DK started from standing. Right?
Right.
He was standing. He
Right.
turned around. He was like, "Oh man, Buda got a running start. He
Right.
caught the ball on the run,
Wait a minute. Tell me this right
and
now.
DK hawked him.
Tell me this.
Like 10 more yards to go."
Do y'all play Mac?
I do.
Okay, cause we want to start off the league, man.
Jabari's gonna kill
Yeah.
that league.
Me and Sam and y'all, man, that's something we supposed to be able to utilize, man.
I understand that, but
Like I'm just saying,
You
different
want
flow.
to-
Eventually,
I'm just my first time hearing about it.
I'm just saying, if everybody get on it, that's something we have flowing through the studio. Be like, we got a mad league going on.
That's
Everybody,
fine. That's fine.
sign up
I'm
and
just
play.
I'm talking about getting hawked though.
Yeah,
That's just like- I mean,
well,
He just dug in the magic.
Cause see, here's the
You've been
thing.
ducking me since day one.
Here's the thing. Wait a minute, we get to that in the car.
well, I don't
Listen,
even.
No,
That would take some-
Wait a minute.
It's
He
over.
was ducking.
Buda
went-
Baker got
Well, hold
hurt.
on. Who is the bigger guy? Who is the bigger guy?
What you mean?
Mad. We talking
Me?
mad. We
We
talking
ain't
football.
never played.
I made him
You
quit
ain't
last
never
time I played
played.
him.
Why haven't you?
He
Why you doing
How
that?
long
Why
have
you
you
doing
known
that?
him? I don't know.
Why you doing that?
How long have you known him?
Well, my father.
All his life?
Okay, then. So why haven't y'all ever played? Because you were lying.
Yeah.
You lying. Why are you ducking him? Why are you ducking
You
him?
never played.
Why are you ducking
You never
him?
played. Never played. I have no
Damn,
idea.
you
I have
lying.
no idea. I have no
You
idea.
lying.
Ever since
I don't know.
So-
business,
No.
So you
I don't know
on
what
the
you're talking about.
system you were playing, where you get the system from?
What do you mean? Like,
Did he give you the system?
No.
Okay.
Uh-uh. I
I
didn't even have a system when he started playing. Actually,
I'm trying to figure out why he's so confident. It sounds like he's confident.
he is confident because he played against his friends all the time. and beat
But
them.
what does it have to do?
I don't know. I don't
you ain't
know.
never played on that.
Nah,
you play like an old head.
I do.
Yeah, old heads play different. I
Yeah.
agree. Old heads
Yeah.
do play different. But
Actually,
you don't get drugged though, do you?
I've never played him.
Why
Oh
you
no, we
say-
played one
You
time. We
said you
did play
cut it
some.
off. You
But I
said you
hadn't
cut
played
it
him.
off.
I
You
hadn't
said
played
you
in
cut it off.
years.
Did you cut it off? You quit.
Yes,
Why you quit?
because they were cheating.
No, because you
The nigga was cheating. The nigga was cheating.
How is
The
it?
nigga was cheating. I don't know how he was cheating. He was
cheating.
cheating.
But
Nah, but I hadn't played in a long time before.
I'm
before I
just saying
played
he
him.
was cheating though.
I used to
Okay.
be really good at Madden, but I hadn't
Yeah,
played.
but
in
no,
forever.
I understand.
I
But
haven't
I'm
played
just
forever.
saying that's something.
No, I ain't played forever. I don't. I am.
And
I'm
you
still
said
like,
that was football.
I'm
That's what
still not.
they
I'm
talk
still not
about.
as good as I used to be. So I mean, ain't even no
Now,
point.
JL, now I will give you this. If we were talking about physical football, then I would say, okay, you might not be as good as you used to be, but this is electronic.
No, I
This
still.
ain't
I
got nothing
mean,
to do with, you know.
yeah, it does, yeah, it definitely has. It
mental
definitely has.
acuity.
It
So
definitely
you
has.
saying
I'm
what?
not-
You ain't click
I'm
the button
definitely not.
fast enough? I don't understand.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. I used to go through all that shit. Like the shit he be doing now.
But
I
what
used to
I'm
do
trying
all
to
that
figure
shit. Now I just be
so
playing.
did y'all play one of the halfway and he
Now I
quit
just be
or
playing.
what?
No, he beat me like 21-0. I said,
Oh,
fuck
yeah,
that.
that's
I'm
skunk.
not
No,
doing that.
you didn't
not
say
doing that
anything. You
I'm
didn't
not
say
doing that no
anything.
more.
You
I said, no, this
You
is not
didn't
happening
say
no more. No.
The game said
Yeah,
it. You
yeah,
didn't
That was it. I said,
Damn.
I said, I looked at it, I said, this shit ain't right. I'm
That
checking it
has
out.
to feel bad.
That's
Tell me
crazy.
this: who you playing with?
I don't even fucking know. It don't matter. They,
Yeah, if you play with the Redskins, I can understand.
I don't even know. It doesn't
It
matter.
matters who you
It
playing
doesn't
with.
matter.
Like I hate when somebody is supposed to be the best team on the game, and then
Oh yeah, people do that all the time, but nah, he don't do that.
There's no fun in that.
He be spanking
Nah,
Twiz
most
with
of
the
them.
Jaguars. That's
In
crazy.
Dirty 80. No, listen. Nah, I used to be real
But
good at that
listen,
stuff,
we
man.
ain't gonna get better.
I used to do audible. I used to set my shit. It used to take me 25 minutes to set a team up when I played.
Yeah, you ain't never.
I'm
been
talking about
shit.
audibles,
You ain't never been-
formations. I used to do all that shit.
Nah,
I can't do that
It'll
shit no
take you
more.
25 minutes to
I
set
don't
up
do
a
that
team,
shit no
sub
more.
in everybody, and you can't play
I
the
did
game.
everything. Yeah, I did all
you
that
have to
shit.
set the game up so you can
I used to
play.
do all that shit. I don't
You
do
gotta
that
set
shit
the
no more.
game up to
I don't do
play
it
it,
no more.
turn up the
I don't do
catches, and
that
do
no
all
more.
that stuff.
Yeah, I don't do all that. I don't do none of that more. Hat reads, all that shit. I used to do all that shit. I have to do that shit.
Nah, I do that now.
I don't do that.
I come up to the
That's
line.
what I'm saying, but I don't do
I
that.
come
no
up to the line of scrimmage and
more.
change it up.
I mean, I do that, but I don't.
Hey, look, this
I
ain't
don't
gonna be
do all that
between me and you now, but Sam and I won 2 times. His last game he won by 1 point. We done played by 8, 9 times.
I beat everybody else I play. I ain't played this dude.
Oh, yeah. Well, we gotta figure out. Are you online with it? Are y'all playing online?
Yeah, he do. He play online all the time.
I man, what's
I
your
don't play
handle,
online.
man?
You do have.
I don't play
Yeah.
online. I just,
So how you gonna get better,
I said I
man? This is something I learned from Melinda boyfriend. This
I'm
way
not
back
interested in getting better. I just play recreationally. What is it?
Hold on, we gotta listen. Jayla, Melinda,
I don't.
Melinda daughter, Jayla, daddy, were playing online, Justin. And so 2005, went to New York, stopped by. We said, yeah, we'll play a game of Madden. And I realized at that point in time that if you don't play online, you don't play the same as people that play in person. You know what I'm saying? Because up until that point, me and Brian, we would have Madden tournaments and gambling and stuff. But people that play online play different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they do.
They play different.
Yeah, I don't play
Get
online.
spanked on the sticks.
I don't play online.
They
I'll do
online
that.
play different. Because it ain't the same type of pressure.
You find
Like
out-
when you play one-on-one like this, it's a pressure. Go ahead and pick your play. You go ahead and pick your play, and you go. But online, you ain't got that pressure around you. So you can sit back and let me figure shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, people. Yeah, you sit in the room with your boy talking shit like this.
Yeah. Oh,
He
nah.
talking
He was
shit.
talking shit.
Who him?
He was talking shit.
Well, I don't know about. I don't
That
remember
was you just
that,
said.
but no, because I hear him. He
Oh,
talk
you
shit all
hear
the
him.
time.
Oh, you hear him talking.
Oh, this dude don't stop.
I was saying, if he was
Oh, he
talking
don't
shit
stop.
to me, playing.
That's another reason I don't want to play him, man. Because he just talk shit. I probably turn around and I might, because I'm still his father. I might beat the shit out of him and tell
Right,
him
right,
take a step from home. I don't know.
But now,
Oh,
what you have to do? You have to tell him he can't score before the first quarter. Second quarter, you can start.
You don't know this dude.
Yeah.
That dude, if I say that he'll score 3 times and then say, and then if I take it from him, he's like, okay, I still beat you. That's what he'll say. It don't fucking matter. He
So is it a cheat code he putting in? He can't score. Yeah, I can do that. I can score 35. But what
well,
I'm
then you should
saying,
play him.
it depends
You
on
play him.
it depends on what you're saying.
You
Like,
play him then.
When you say he scored 40 points in a quarter, is that because his defense is strong, offense?
Yeah, because he beat the shit out of the dude.
Who do you play with?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Anybody.
Here's the thing. He don't just play the game.
I'm trying to understand.
He don't just play the game. If he play you once, he done figured you out. I promise.
So
you.
you're saying he's just a show.
I'm
Okay,
smart.
I can believe it. Listen,
Yeah, he's
this
a-
is how I operate.
Listen,
I can go around.
let me say
fine.
this. Let me just say this. Let me say this. I taught these two dudes
But yeah, that means you slipping.
how to do. No, I'm not talking about Madden.
Okay.
He translates Madden. He translates Madden into like a real life game sometimes. Like,
It is. People get paid for playing.
but what I'm
video
saying
games.
is like I taught them how to play football. I taught them
Right,
ins
I
and outs of the
understand.
game.
Right. I understand.
Period.
Right. Okay.
So he's watched film
Right.
since he was. When did you start? 9, 10? When you started watching film?
It still ain't got nothing to do with
9 to 10 years. But no, listen. What I'm saying is he studies. So you know how NFL players say they be in a room, they study tendencies of players.
Right.
He been doing that since he was like 10 years old
Right.
in real life.
Yeah.
So when he gets to Madden, he studies what you like to do.
I ain't got a 3 play.
See, he might not even score after that. If he play you once, you might do okay. But the second time you play, if you still on that same mode, you might not score.
Bro, I ain't got a 3 play. I got a mid-range game, I got a long game, and I can run the ball. I run the ball out. Bam! Yeah.
See, that's old. But they see that's me.
Yeah.
I run the ball. Listen, I get 2 or 3 yards,
Right.
but I'll run you. I run 30 times because
Right,
you got to
right.
come up for the run.
Right.
At some
I
point.
run the ball. I'm running, man.
That's how I beat people. But
Now, because see, here goes the thing. A sincere football player plays the clock. A sincere football player understands the time and possession and where he at in the game.
yeah,
Now, if you doing something outside that, then you don't want to saddle up. You don't want to play.
nah,
If you out here just passing, or doing all this other stuff,
he played the game the right way.
Yeah, that's what I'm finna say, because it's a right, and like, that's what I'm saying. Some people play it like a computer game, and some people play it like a football game.
I mean, you know,
If you play it
Well,
like a
here's
football
another
game,
reason.
you
Some
gonna-
some of the people he play though, I see him. I be like, yo, what are you doing? Because all they like to do is pass the ball.
that's all he do is pass?
Not me. No,
Now I say that's all he do is pass.
No, the people he play.
Oh, the people you play.
knows what he
Yeah.
wants on this thing.
Mhm. The people he play.
What you play, boy? You play Xbox or PlayStation?
PlayStation.
Okay, great.
I don't know what that means. Does that mean you play?
Nah, I play
He said,
Yeah.
okay, good.
Yeah.
Ah, that's funny.
Yeah, I play Xbox, man. Yeah.
Woo! God, that bullet, huh?
Yeah.
Got that up out of there.
Yeah, y'all got y'all. Yeah. Okay, great.
43 right now.
Bam.
What are you playing?
I have no clue, but all I saw was Joe Kenny get 50. That's all I saw.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. I was trying to turn the TV on, man. It wouldn't work, man.
Good, great. Oh yeah, they beat
Yeah.
Chicago. He got 50 and 17 balls.
But who in Chicago now?
Exactly 106.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm
That's all
sorry.
Chicago has.
He had 30. Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, man, give me that.
I
Pass
mean,
me
Kobe
that
White,
controller, bro.
but he came.
Wow.
50 and 17.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Jamal Murray dropped 50.
Yeah, see, I like Jamal Murray. What y'all think about
Oh my
Jamal?
God, he shot 21 and 25 from the field. How as a guard?
He was
He's
asleep.
nasty.
I ain't
Way
hear about
better.
it.
I'm taking him over
He's
Russell
underrated.
Westbrook.
Are you
I'm
serious?
taking him over J.R. Smith.
Yeah, I'm taking him over there, but I'm talking about now. Talking about now, I would.
I would have.
I wouldn't say it
You
in
taking
prime.
over him
Back
back then too.
Prime JR. If
I done
he
seen
had
JR
one-
win some games. Y'all lying
I'm
to
taking
me.
Jamal Murray.
Taking
over
Jamal
Prime
Murray.
JR.
At any time, I'm taking Jamal Murray in high school. J.R. Smith.
Okay,
Right.
Okay.
I might take J.R. I might take Jamal
I
Murray
done
when
seen
he was
him
in
make
middle
some
school.
highlights, some top
Smith.
10s. I done seen him dunk. I done seen him close out some games.
But he ain't scoring 50.
Yeah, you're right. Jamal Murray. I like Jamal Murray though. I mean,
I would
could be
never take
wrong.
J.R. Smith. Ever since
Nah, I
Jamal Murray
wouldn't-
entered the league,
okay,
I would
I
never
can
take him.
say.
Bro,
Nah,
J.R. Smith is
Cause
like
Jamal been balling out, man. Like he was a sleeper. I
11th
ain't even
man
expect
on the
him.
bench.
Well, he
Like
led,
not that I was
He
he led
watching him, he
Kentucky
still
in
got
scoring as
that.
a
Fill out
freshman.
my
He
team.
led Kentucky in scoring as a freshman.
But one time I once he made it to NBA, it was like, okay, I
He's
ain't.
always
Bro,
a
J.R.
monster.
Smith is a player that I'm picking to fill out the rest of my team.
Yeah, that was just supposed to pick him for.
That's it.
If I'm
That's it.
like,
listen,
I'm like on the
can we
8th
admit
person
this?
that I need
You have to go
need
through a
couple more
trial
names.
and training, and you have
Yes,
to
sir.
clear, and you have to do all this stuff to impress people in order to make the roster. You just don't get on the roster. So I'm saying he done his job. That's all I'm saying. That's all you can ask.
Yeah, his job was to shoot. That's it.
Okay,
And he's very streaky at that.
Yeah, he is.
He's not even
Sometimes.
getting garbage time minutes out of me. I'm sorry.
But
They
Jamal
get
Murray
Jamal on my
serious
team, I'm
though.
gonna play him.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
playing too.
Jamal, that's Utah, right?
Who? Nah,
Denver.
Denver, yeah, that's Denver.
Utah got
Him and Jokic,
Spider.
that's
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out who in
I
Utah.
hate Jokic. I'm not
Spider,
gonna lie. Jokic, I hate this.
Not
guy.
Jokic. Nah, it's not Jokic. What's his name?
45.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
They call him
Donovan,
Spider.
see, that's what I'm saying. He is a sleeper because I
He
hear his
definitely
name.
was-
I
I
hear
think
his
he was a-
name.
What,
But
he
I
was a
ain't
second
just
round
like
pick?
seeing him doing his thing.
What Donovan second round pick or something?
All I know is last year
I'm just
He
saying,
won
I've been
rookie
hearing his
year.
name for the
This
past 2 or
year.
3
Yeah,
years.
he killing.
in the bubble, that series between him and Jamal Murray was crazy.
Oh yeah, that was the best series.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
in
that
the
was the
bubble.
best
Yeah,
series
that's what
I
I was
watched.
introduced
That
to
was
both
the
of them.
best
Really.
series, man. In the bubble,
Crazy.
Yeah, in the bubble.
that is the
Last-
best. Kevin and Jamal was
They
going
was
back
going
and
for
forth.
50 apiece.
Yeah, they was.
But what
And
happened?
the four, every fourth
the
quarter,
series
Every
before
fourth
that was
quarter
when
was
Jamal
them
just
two.
turned it up a level.
Every
What was
fourth
the
quarter
series
was them
before
two.
that? What was the series before that? Because the series before that, like that was like the main thing. It was like he went up to another level. Did they make it to the conference championship?
Who?
After that? When Jamal Murray and Donovan Mitchell, what was the
that was the
series?
first
That was
round.
the first.
That first-
that was the
okay,
first
so
was the
then
first
after
round.
that, Jamal went to another level though.
Well, that's when he beat the Clippers.
Yeah,
When he beat
'cause
the Clippers,
he beat
right.
No,
Clippers
no,
and
no. He went to another level in that series against Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, because they was down.
Every fourth quarter, it was him and they
Weren't
going
they
back and
down a
forth.
couple games?
It was down 3-1 again.
Yeah,
It was down
Right,
3-1 both times.
That's the series I'm talking about. Then. First
Hooping.
series.
hooping.
Yeah, Donovan was taking up, was doing his thing
60 a night, just
because
just-
he would get the best of that fourth quarter until they went up 3-1. Jamal Murray,
No,
He was
sir.
hitting crazy shots.
that man said, and then it was funny
He was
because
hitting any shot that
when
he
they was
wanted
down,
to.
when they, I think it was 3-3. I think when he tied it up to 3-3, Jamal Murray had like 63.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
all he
that's
kept-
right, that
But
60
at-
crescendo, he is
All he kept
66.
talking about was Donovan having 50.
When you
though.
put up 60 points, that's when you beat.
All he kept talking about was
Bingo.
Donovan having 50 though. He kept saying, "But that man had 50 points though."
Right.
He said, "But he had 50 points. We got to stop that."
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah, you
we
supposed
can't-
to.
Yeah, that. But you know,
supposed
I don't
And
know,
they
I
beat
mean,
the Clippers because
it's-
pandemic P was in.
it's
full
at
effect.
least
He was hitting the
how
side
many
with
players in the
backboard.
league?
Tell
Do we
me.
even know how many players in the league? It is 100 and some players in the league. I think.
Nah,
100 and 236. I think it may be 200. I don't know.
I mean, how many
Tell me
players
how
are in
I
the
don't know,
y'all-
but right now in the league, if it's 236 players in the league,
Right.
I'd take 200 of them before I take Josh.
That's a
Yeah.
fact. That's a fact.
I don't know why y'all step
Taking
on
like
J.R.
75
Smith. I wasn't-
Did you love that nigga?
I wasn't talking about J.R. Smith like that. What y'all talking about? Y'all washed up. Well, I was gonna say, how y'all feel about Lou Williams?
Lou is a bucket.
I like
Yeah,
it.
he's a bucket.
Lou is always listen. When Lou Williams got in the league, I like that dude. He was, I mean, but the only thing he is a scorer.
Yeah,
Right.
that's all he is.
That's what he is.
But you know what though? Here goes the thing.
He's
So
always
Lou
gonna-
is from Atlanta, so I'm a fan of Lou. But really and truly, what tell me about this? Because he's out the league right now. He really should be in the league.
No,
I'm
he
talking
not.
about Jamal Crawford.
Oh,
Oh God, yes.
Crawford.
But-
But-
Yeah, you talking about a yo-yo?
Yeah, that's right.
Mark Crawford had some handles.
That's
And he can
All these
shoot.
players that we're naming right now, I'm taking over J.R. Smith easy.
Yeah, but I'm saying all they,
Yeah,
I like Jamal Crawford. He was like when he did his thing in the Knicks when he was in Atlanta, that was he was 6 man a year. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, him and Lou Williams had that joint on
I ain't
lock
never
for a
said
while.
J.R. Smith got 6 man a year. He
J.R.
was in
Smith ain't even
contention
get
though. He was in contention.
J.R. Smith ain't even get 8 man of the year. He just
I don't know what's wrong with the damn team. I thought he was in contention like 2 years, man.
I don't know about that, but J.R. Smith, he can shoot. I mean,
Y'all don't want
Sometimes
to
he
stuck on
just
him.
not
I ain't stuck on him like that.
I
What
mean,
y'all talking about?
The way you was defending him a while ago, we just
No, what
wanna
I
make sure that
said
you
is that I was
know
comparing
and
him
you
to Kyrie
understand.
Irving. Kyrie Irving. Well, y'all love Kyrie Irving. The love y'all
We have-
have Kyrie
We have
Irving.
substantial evidence.
I'm like,
against
I
that,
know what I'm
though.
saying. I haven't witnessed it.
We
I
have
have to
substantial
witness
evidence with
it. I have
that.
to witness
We
it.
can back up when we
I
talk
never
about Kyrie
turned on the
Irving.
game and said, damn, Kyrie, you're doing this shit.
You
Kyrie
need to-
in the
you need to
bag.
turn on some games,
Let me
man.
watch these games because he
Turn
finna
on
dog
the
these
game.
niggas. I ain't never did
Matter
that.
of fact, didn't he just have like 29
He
that
might have
game?
did. I thought he was out. I thought he been laying
against
out.
the Lakers?
Because all I've been seeing the highlights of JR,
Well, that's because he just got
James
there.
Harden.
He just got, he
And
just
then
got
I
there.
found out
But James Harden only he had a
the
I think he
main
had
thing that's
I think
been
he
on the
had-
headline is
against
this
the
right here.
Lakers. I think he had
Kyrie
like 15.
Irving told James Harden that he was the point guard.
Kyrie Irving told James Harden he was the point guard.
Yeah. But
Yeah, because Kyrie
James
want to go
Harden
out
the
and get a
point guard.
bucket.
James Harden the point
He don't
guard
want to
since
pass
been
the
there.
ball.
He
Kyrie
been-
want to score.
He been the point guard since he's been there. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's what he
whole
said.
reason
I
of the
know.
headline. But he didn't have to tell him that. He already knew that.
Dog, they had the conversation before he got there.
Yeah, they had,
When he
they
got
had the
there.
conversation.
They had the conversation when he got there.
So
Him
tell
and
me,
James
this.
talked about it. It was in the joke the other day.
Tell me, this. So what's the most valuable position on the floor at this point in time during the NBA?
What's the most valuable
Like, if
position?
you're gonna rank
Or like,
positions 1 through 5, you gotta have this, and this is the least. Like, you can be all right with the average of this.
all right, let me ask you a question.
Now, how you gonna talk?
Okay, wait a minute.
Question
No.
first?
Hold on. All right, let me say this. All right. The most important position on the floor is a wing player. It's a dominant wing player.
Dominant wing player.
You gotta have a dominant wing player.
So now name the position though, because when you say
Small forward.
Small forward. Okay.
Name all the teams that have been great in the last few years. They had a dominant wing player. Point guard can't carry a team.
Right.
Point guard can
You're
facilitate.
talking about a
stuff.
true point guard, but they don't have
Any
two
point guard,
guards,
most
but
of
they
the
have
time, any point guard. Most of the time, James Harden playing point guard in Houston, even though he been scoring a lot. He didn't carry him too far.
No, he
Steph-
did
Steph can't carry nobody.
Every
Steph
year.
can't carry his
Like in
team.
what is 18? They was in the Eastern Conference Championship. It was like one game.
You mean the West?
championship.
The West.
The West.
They had Chris Paul too that year.
Yeah, but the point is, and who was out? It was somebody that ended up being out, and it
Chris
was like-
Paul
Chris
and
Paul.
in the
And they
champ.
lost.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
they
they ended up
lost.
losing, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because of Chris Paul, he was out.
Yeah, but so that meant that James had to shoulder the load of being point guard at that point in time.
Yeah, for that last game though, he was
He
out.
was
He
out.
was only out the last game.
Okay, I can't remember.
He was only out the last. But Chris Paul helped them get to the West Finals. They hadn't got to the West Finals with James Harden before that.
Right.
And then okay, so I guess the only thing would be Golden State before Kevin Durant, but they still had Clay, so you can consider him
But
a wing
that's a
player.
wingman.
You consider him a wing player,
I
but
don't consider
right
him
now
a
it's really the dominant. You have to have
Clay play.
I think you have to
defense
have a
too good to be
dominant
shooting guard.
wing player. LeBron is a small forward by nature.
Right. But really,
Kevin
truly,
Durant
to
is
be
a small
honest though,
forward by nature.
now to be honest, I would say this. I would say, in all honesty,
Giannis came in
I
as
feel
a small
like
forward.
I feel like Kevin Durant is in a center body. Really, Kevin Durant is really a two.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
not at all.
He don't have the weight of a center, but if he had
I mean, he's
more
7
weight
feet.
on him, he would be a center.
He's
he
7
would be a
feet.
center. Okay, then.
But nah, he definitely ain't no center. I would never
'Cause
put
he
Kevin
scores too
Durant
much.
center. I know, just because of him. I would never put
Because
him
he's so efficient in scoring, but what I'm saying, he's in a center body though. He's like the
No, I would
biggest-
never put him in. I mean, even as
Score.
height, he was like
Yeah.
at most I would put him at power forward.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm saying yeah.
But he's not I wouldn't even consider put,
He doesn't
I would
have-
never
he
put-
doesn't
consider
have the
putting-
dynamic. I
even
didn't
when
say
he
that.
was- even
I
when he was
didn't-
talking
you
to
keep saying that.
everybody-
I didn't say that.
even when he was talking to
I just
everybody. I
saying
would
he's
not-
7 feet, man. Like that is unique for the NBA, and to be able to drop
I
basket
mean,
like that.
I guess. The
You
drop
ain't
buckets
gonna
like that,
name
yeah. He ain't got
another
nobody got a
7 feet
size
drop
like
basket
that.
like that. Like, and
I mean, you can say the same thing
I
about
think
LeBron though.
Dirk Nowitzki was overhyped.
Dirk,
Yeah.
he played power forward.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as in,
He was only
when
7
I,
feet,
when,
too.
when I look at his size, he's like, I think he went 7 feet.
Yeah, he was 7 feet.
He went 7 feet.
Dirk
Dirk ain't
was 7
7
feet.
feet. He's 7 feet.
Yeah, Dirk was 7 feet.
I thought he was like 6'9" or something.
Dirk was 7 feet. He was crazy too. Dirk could just shoot, but he was slow.
You know what I'm saying? He
but
didn't have.
could
He
shoot.
didn't. Yeah.
He can shoot though.
So what I'm saying is the big man that can play the center that looks like he's in a center frame, like LeBron looked like he's in a power forward frame.
Yeah, but
LeBron don't look like he's the tallest person on the floor.
Oh, he definitely not. He only 6'8".
He's not 6'8". You still believe that?
What y'all told you he is?
Who?
LeBron. I think he's 6'8". I don't think he weigh only 250. I guarantee you that.
What you mean? You think way more than that?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
He
I think
go,
it's like-
everybody think
yeah,
he was up there,
yeah.
but
He
I
about-
think right now-
I say at least 260.
I'll tell you right now, he about 270, 260, 265, 270
Yeah.
maybe.
At least.
He not that
Yeah.
dude. He
Yeah.
no, he 250. Come on,
Yeah, weigh 100 pounds.
250. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And Durant, what 220?
Yeah, Durant don't look like he 220.
He like
No.
185.
At best. About 190.
No,
200.
Yeah.
200. I give him 200. He's 7 feet.
I give him 210,
210.
maybe,
Yeah,
but
210.
220, 225, no.
But
I
you
think
know
he
what?
might be
But see
listening
that-
to. I think he might be listening to 230, if I'm not mistaken.
That's the gangster about him, though. I love that one thing when he said, "Look, man, the ball don't weigh with 8 ounces." What y'all talking about? He's talking about lifting weight. What I got little weight for, man? I'm the shooter. The shooter ain't ducking. The shooter shoot. Yeah, he killed him with that. I like when they kill him. Like, what y'all talking about lifting weight? I ain't out here pushing niggas around. I might shoot the ball.
He just shoot. He's
That's all
longer
I
than
gotta do
everybody
is
else.
shoot the ball. That's
He
it.
longer
Stay
than
off of
everybody
me. And if you
I
hit
think,
me,
yeah, I think,
if you hit me and I go to the foul line, it's a wrap.
I think to compete for championships, you gotta have a dominant weight player.
You gotta have a dominant win.
Because a guard can't really they can carry a team, but only so far. though.
And I would say this because see here goes. See, I'm a basketball
Point guard.
enthusiast, so I remember the era when it was the center. I remember it moving to the shooting guard,
Mhm.
and right now I would say it's the power forward position kind of.
I would-
I consider LeBron.
I mean,
the power forward.
If you look at the people that supposedly if you look at the people that supposedly play power forward though, they're not power forwards only in body weight, but as far as they game, they're not power forwards.
like
LeBron is not a power forward.
AD
He's
is a center. Can we agree on that?
No.
Don't
I don't
think
think
it's
it's
power
a-
forward.
I think
AD
he's
is
a
center.
forward. He's a power forward.
AD is center, man. Get out
He's
of
not.
here.
He don't play nowhere near like I said.
What is AD?
He's a power forward, man.
I can't see.
He's a power forward. I can't see him at center at all.
I'm saying he's too good to be because he moves so well with the ball.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
He's
he
too
can't-
good to
he's
be a
not
center because you're going to
Yeah.
center to be stationary.
He's not a center.
But what I am saying,
No,
is
I'm
that
not even
his
saying that.
height-wise,
I'm not even saying
his
that.
frame-wise.
Let me tell you something. This is why AD ain't a power forward. I mean, ain't a center. And B put that boy in the post, he would kill that dude.
Yeah, but see,
AD
Embiid
might
is
get
like
some-
Shaq. Embiid is the Shaq. of
AD
the
might
era.
get some bucket, might hold his own
How
every
much
now and
Embiid
then.
weigh?
He might hold his own every now and then, but Embiid will take that dude. That's what I'm
Who
saying.
heavier than Embiid in the league?
No, Jokovic or it's a lot of people.
Gasol,
It's a-
yeah. But now I'm just saying, I'm just talking about moving, agile, big man. Like
Nobody's him.
Yeah.
No
Right.
big man is Joel Embiid.
yeah,
No
like, he
big
gonna
man
take
is
up
like
all
that.
that paint.
But what I'm saying is, all these power forwards that are supposedly power forwards, LeBron's a power forward body, but he's got the
You
skill
know
of
what
a
I
small
said?
forward.
LeBron is out.
He's a point
so he's
forward.
been dominating for the past 18 years.
But he's a point forward. He's really a small forward.
He ain't no small forward.
Yes, he
man.
is.
And he's
He
6'8".
came in the league.
He's
as a-
6'8", right?
That's-
Michael Jordan was 6'6", right?
That's a prototypical small forward.
What is the
When the
power
truth came,
forward then? Because you ain't got but 4 more inches before you're at 7 feet.
if you 6'8", they call you
not a
undersized
power
small.
forward. What
If you
is-
6'8", listen. If you 6'8" as a power forward, they call you undersized.
Okay, now then. Tell
They call
me.
you undersized.
So when you think of a power forward, give me your 2 examples. All time,
all time,
right? I go first. If you,
go
I'm gonna
ahead.
say Larry Johnson and Alonzo Moore.
Alonzo Mourning was a center.
He was a center.
He played center his whole life.
He played center, but he was like I'm saying
he was
as
a
a
center.
power forward frame.
No,
of
he
him
was a
looking
center.
at.
He was a center.
Alonzo Moore.
Alonzo Mourning was an undersized center. He was a center.
I had to look it up.
His game was.
What about Larry Johnson?
Larry Johnson was undersized power forward.
He an undersized power
He was
forward?
only 6'6".
I don't think Larry Johnson was 6'6".
No, look it up. I know Larry Johnson since UNLV. He was 6'6". He was listed at 6'7", but he was really 6'6".
He was listed at 6'7", so let's just say he was 6'7".
He was undersized power forward in the
But
league.
what
they
I
had a
am
problem with him.
saying, so those are the
But he
frames
was
of
so
LeBron
quick.
James.
He was
Are
a
those
big
not
boy.
the frames
Listen,
of LeBron James?
He was a big boy. No, actually, Larry Johnson was bigger than LeBron.
But I'm saying in general, the body frame. That's what I'm saying. To me, as a power forward, that's what I'm.
No,
trying
what I'm
to
saying,
say.
I understand. I said that. I said they're in the frame of a power forward, but his skill is say he's a small
Right,
forward.
right.
Giannis
I
is a
see that.
power forward body, but he's a small forward.
Yeah, I see. I
You
see
see what I'm
Giannis
saying?
being a power forward, but in a small,
Yeah.
small.
AD
forward
is a
skill
power
set.
forward. He just playing center.
AD bigger than Giannis though. AD
No, he
ain't
not.
bigger than Giannis.
No. You see, Giannis, AD's kind of skinny. He got a
AD don't look as skinny as Giannis.
Yes, he does. You ain't seen Giannis lately. Giannis put
I
on some
ain't got- I
pounds,
gotta look
cuz.
at Giannis, man.
Giannis put on some pounds, man.
Well, then why they lagging?
I mean,
the league?
muscle.
Why
He
they
put
at
on muscle.
500?
He put muscle. Who?
Why they at 500 then? Because I ain't been watching. I don't know.
They don't really. They got. Because really they got limitations. You know, Giannis got limitations. He can't shoot.
Now, but oh boy, Chris Middleton was putting up a point, man. I was like this.
Yeah, but Chris Middleton put up points, but Giannis can't shoot. And he's the man. He's the one that the ball goes through.
Right, ball definitely.
But he can't shoot. Giannis
He
can't
get
shoot.
buckets. Giannis get buckets, man.
He can't shoot.
I ain't okay. I'm not
You have
disagreeing with you, but I'm just
He
saying he
can't
get
shoot.
buckets. He get
Remember,
buckets.
okay, so
Whatever you
listen.
gotta do to get buckets, you get buckets.
Remember.
Buckets are more important than shooting.
Yeah, but Booker's only gonna get
Buckets
you so
count.
far.
Shoot that means
Yeah.
throw the ball up there.
Yeah, okay. But how come Giannis ain't made it to his
He got
transfer?
MVP twice.
He got it 3
Back-to-back,
times,
yeah.
I think.
Nah, he ain't gonna get it 3 times.
Didn't he already get it
Twice.
3
He
times?
got 2 times.
It was twice.
I think so.
I thought Giannis had it 3
Back-to-back.
times.
Nah, but last year
Okay,
and
but
this
what I'm
year.
saying is that MVP don't mean nothing. He got to the playoffs. He got shut down.
You productive with
No,
points.
he got
You
shut.
productive with
Listen
points.
to me. He got shut down in the playoffs.
But I'm trying to tell you this.
It doesn't matter.
The secret ingredients to being MVP is
Listen,
being productive
I
with
don't
points
care
on
about
the
none of
court.
that.
With your own
Okay, so
time.
Let me ask you a
is
question.
both-
Let me ask you a question. You a top player in the NBA. Would you rather have an MVP or an NBA championship?
NBA championship.
Exactly. Wait, how many NBA championships Giannis got? How many times you been to the
But
NBA
he on the
championship?
cusp.
Listen,
Wait a minute.
how's he on the cusp?
Talk to them for a minute. I got
He got two MVPs and he ain't got nowhere.
You're right, but nah, he is. The,
He can't shoot. That's the problem.
He's right now. In the East right now, he's right.
Who?
No, he not.
Giannis? No, he is not. KD is.
Jason Tatum is.
Kyrie
Guess what they
is.
got in common? They can shoot.
Giannis can't shoot
He
at all.
can't shoot.
Like at all.
They're not going. Listen, I'm gonna say this on air in front of everybody. They're not going to a championship until he learns how to shoot.
Right.
If he doesn't learn how to shoot, they will not go. He signed a Supermax deal. Chris Middleton is not good enough to help them at that level. He can shoot, but he don't go out to get a bucket.
Somehow made the All-Star
He's
team.
not. He's not a.
He's not a bucket.
He somehow made the All-Star team last year.
He shouldn't have. Bradley Beal had better stats all around.
I
Yeah.
know.
So since you didn't hear it, Rob,
Right.
they will never win a championship
Who?
until he learned how to shoot.
Milwaukee.
Mhm.
Well,
Because
I'm
let me tell you why. Chris Middleton can shoot, but he can't go get you a bucket every time. Chris Middleton can't dribble. He can't get his own shot a lot of times. He get off screens and stuff, but if you put him in a one-on-one situation, he ain't gonna get his shot off a lot of
If you
times.
got a lockdown defensive player, I agree. But now, I ain't gonna say that's why.
You ain't gotta be locked down.
What
You just
I'm
gotta be a
trying-
pretty good difference
What I'm
player.
trying to say is, I think they overvalue Giannis, not realizing that he needs some help. So that's why they.
Well, that's also true. They got Drew Holiday. I
But-
love Drew Holiday.
I love Drew Holiday too.
I
Drew
think
Holiday
he's
is
a
solid
lockdown
player.
defender.
He's a solid player.
He's a lockdown
He gonna
defender.
get you about 8 points too now. He'll get you
Who?
about 8 points.
No, he gonna get you more than that.
Yeah, I'm trying
But-
to be on the low side.
But what I'm saying is, he's
he's
lockdown defender, but he's not. Okay, so you need in this league now. You need 2 superstars. You need 2 stars.
You gotta
at
have
least,
2
At
superstars.
least. If you gonna have
So
2,
the
you
big
gotta have 2
three is dead
superstars.
then. The big 3 is dead.
No,
Because hold on, let's talk about it.
because there's a big 3 in Brooklyn.
Now, with that, that's a new
the
reinvention of what
Well, they
I was
tried
gonna
to
say
even
is,
out the league this year with the big 2.
but then what I was gonna say,
So
cause
this
I
year
feel like
it was supposed to
AD
be. It was supposed to
and
be trying
LeBron
to- yeah,
created
yeah.
a hybrid of where
So,
you really
so what
need
happened a
three
few
guys,
years
too.
ago? LeBron said, "I'm gonna go get AD."
Right.
The Nets say, "I'm gonna go get Durant for
Right.
my big 2."
Right.
Boston had they 2. But they ascended right now.
How they had it too?
Brown.
I think Tatum
And
and
Tatum.
Brown. Yeah, I think Tatum.
That's
and
their big
Brown,
2.
yeah. That's
But
their
they're
big two.
ascending though. They not there yet.
Right.
They're ascending.
But Marcus
Okay.
Smart is always an integral part. of
Yeah,
it,
but
man.
that's not a 3 though. That's not a big 3. Those are the
That's a
those are the
solid
two.
3.
That's a solid 3. Kimba's a solid 3 with them.
No, but here's the
But-
thing. If Kimba ain't doing what he was doing with Bobcat.
Well, how
But-
can he?
But
He
the
was the
boy-
only one
the-
in the Bobcat. I mean,
But I'm
it's
saying
solid.
after the injuries and all this stuff, if Kimba
Are they in
was
the Bobcat still?
well, not the Hornets, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
yeah,
it.
okay. I'm gonna say
So-
that. Okay. But
So,
no, Kimba
that's a solid team, man.
it is a very solid team.
That's a solid
But
team.
here's the thing, like I said, but these are 2 superstars, Kyrie and Durant. Then you got AD and LeBron.
AD and LeBron wax Kyrie and Durant every time. I think. Cause they too big. See, when it comes down to basketball in the end, I'm a size person. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna be honest. I
can't really disagree with you on that because
I'm
Kyrie
playing
can't check LeBron.
That's what I'm gonna say. It is the opposite.
But the
matchup.
problem is if Durant wanted to, he could check both of them.
I
If
mean,
Durant
Durant
wanted to,
Durant can
If
definitely
Durant
ISO
wanted-
AD.
but neither one of them could check
and
Durant.
LeBron would
Here's the thing.
try
but
to
ne-
contend, but can't nobody keep up with it.
Here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying to you. Neither one of those 2 could check Durant. I say it to the heavens, to the high heavens. I don't care
Yeah.
who.
Cause he gonna draw AD out too far from the
Neither
basket
one
and
of-
go by.
Neither one of them could check.
and
He's too
LeBron
big.
can
He's too tall for
outshoot
Durant.
him from the outside. So, but what I'm talking about though is still that mismatch is gonna be on Kyrie,
Yeah, of course.
which was the moral of the whole conversation.
I mean, of course, that's right. You're
Right.
like I said. I
So,
can't
but now
disagree
when we
with that.
talking about the big 2 came in.
But let me say this.
believing,
Well, let me say this.
but
Though.
now they got a new big 3.
Let me say this though. If Durant and Kyrie got the ball first, I'm not sure that that LeBron and AD would
touch
get the ball.
If you playing, make them take them.
I don't think they would. I don't think they would get the ball back.
Yeah, if you playing, make them take.
Because who gonna
them,
check
make them
Kyrie? LeBron, no.
It
He can
depends
check
on
him.
where
He
pick
can check
up
him for
at.
a
Depending on where
little bit, but he
pick
gonna
him
get
up at.
past.
Depending on where you pick him
He
up.
gonna get past him.
Yeah,
If he try to pick him up, if he don't pick him up past the 3-point line, he gonna shoot
He
it.
gonna shoot it. But
And but if
what I'm saying is,
and
all in the
neither
flow
way-
of it because it's gonna be a half court game.
And I'm gonna tell you another thing.
They ain't getting no rebound.
Who?
They gonna.
Durant 7 feet, man.
Yeah, but they
get
gonna move
rebounds.
Durant around.
But
Durant
the-
ain't no strong rebounder like that.
but-
come on. Now.
He don't. I mean, you're right, but my thing is, can't nobody check Durant either. Neither one of them can check Durant either.
Right, but all I'm
But
saying
Durant
is
can check
still
both
the
of them, though.
size.
If
In
he
the
wanted to,
NBA,
Durant could-
size matters, man.
it does.
Size matters.
It does.
Size
I
matters.
can't disagree with you on that.
Who was the baddest small man ever played the game?
Iverson.
Okay, great. Okay.
Iverson. I mean, you can say, okay, wait a minute, but see, here's the thing.
I agree.
Here's the thing. You can pull a lot of people in there.
Now we're gonna say Spud. We're gonna say
No.
Muzzle Bowl.
No.
He's gonna say IT.
Who you gonna say?
Say it again.
He's gonna say IT.
Who is IT?
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, Isaiah Thomas. Okay.
That's a bad dude, 6 feet and under. I've seen.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Isaiah was the meanest, and he don't look mean.
Isaiah
mean.
had he had a killer instinct.
Cause that was pistol. That was the
He had a
pistol.
more
That
of a killer
was
instinct.
bad. That was
He-
bad. He had to be bad to be with them.
No, he won a championship on a broken foot.
I didn't know that. He did.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's broken, but yeah, his foot was bad. I guess
I just like the fact that he didn't
I
like
think it was
Mike.
Magic
At
in the-
this point in my life, I
was
like the
against
fact that
Magic
he
in the
didn't
Lakers.
like Mike.
Huh?
I like the fact that him and Mike got a ride.
And Mike still don't like him.
Yeah.
Mike still don't like him. Mike still don't like him. But guess check this out. Check this out. You ready?
Yeah.
Back in the day, Isaiah Thomas was the only person to beat Mike, Larry, and
And
Magic.
Magic. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is something.
Yeah.
That's something to hang your hat on.
Uh-huh.
Who? I beat that nigga.
I beat him.
I beat him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I beat him.
Yes, he did.
But here goes the thing. This is something.
And
This,
he's all it was at 6 feet or 6'1", maybe.
this been a recent conversation that was made, and I've always been kind of on it. Because here goes the
That
thing.
boy know
I-
me so well. Did you hear what he said? That
Who
boy
that?
know me. Yeah. He
Who
said,
that?
I'm going to say IT. He said it as soon as I said it.
I was gonna say this. This is something that recently kind of bowled back up with the fact that like people like Mike, as good as everybody make him out to be. Now let me be honest from my perspective, right?
Go ahead.
I without Pippen, because Pippen did when he was out that year and it come find out because of gambling and stuff like that, they still was beast and had like the best like 96 win, well not 96 win, but they won like the majority of the regular season. They like went deep, like so. Well, all I want to say is that I was a Magic Johnson fan. I came in when I first remember watching basketball. It was a Lake Show. You know what I'm saying? So I remember Mac Johnson. I remember Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, James Worthy. I remember Al
Me too.
Green. I remember
AC
all
Green.
that. AC Green. I said Al Green. AC Green.
40-year-old version.
Right. I remember all that. I remember all that. And so that's what I started with. So when Mike dominance took off, I understand that the trajectory of Mike to make him what he is the fact that it's a crux. It's like a golden era. That's when the shoe stuff took off. You understand what I'm saying? King of shoes. You understand what I'm saying? But all that, and that's when television views and everything first just really took off. You understand what I'm saying? So it was timing with that. But I was a Magic Johnson fan. I was rooting for the Lakers when they beat the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? I remember this. You know what I'm saying? So I had heroes in basketball before Michael Jordan.
Me
so
too.
the all that like
I said Thomas, my all-time favorite point guard.
Right.
Him and Chris Paul.
But here go the thing. I love Chris Paul, but I love Allen Iverson too. You put Allen Iverson shooting guard.
But see, here's the thing.
Guard.
Here's what I feel like
he was the most powerful point guard.
I feel like they could have done a lot better if they build around Allen Iverson a lot better than they did.
Yeah.
Because when they had Eric Snow at point guard, I think that was a perfect point guard for him.
Right.
But the other pieces, even though they got to the finals that year, the other pieces, they just wasn't it.
But you know what? Now that you mentioned Eric Snow and all that, to be honest, when I think about
Aaron
it,
McKee,
if Eric Snow had been more like McCullough or like Bill, they might have would have won.
I don't know because I think Eric Snow was a perfect fit for him because Eric Snow came down and he did exactly what he needed to do. Right. And
they stayed out.
And he was one of the best perimeter defenders out there.
Yeah, I don't remember the defense too tough.
Oh, that's what he was known for.
Okay, I don't remember.
That's what he's known for. But going back to that era, Michael Jordan, he caught people when he was coming in. He caught people in their prime, and it was hard for him.
Right.
I mean, you talk about the Celtics. They had one of the greatest teams. You talk about 4 or 5 Hall of Famers on one team. Larry Bird, McHale, Parrish, even Dennis Johnson. Them dudes was ridiculous.
Yeah, but see, I ain't never been that big of a Larry Bird fan.
I haven't either, but these still are all-time greats. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny that.
No, but here goes the thing, because what you don't understand, what I'm saying is I'm being 100 with you, because I'm telling you, if I'm not a fan of yours, I'm not really watching you
No,
play,
I understand that.
I don't have a great
that's not my thing.
So I'm not saying he's all-time great.
I'm not saying that.
He's a white boy to shoot 3 ball, talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, I got you. But what I'm saying is his stats, people in the league.
Right.
I can hear what you're saying.
Right.
But when you got other people who played with this man,
right, and they're like, yeah,
and these are other greats that played with him. Wait a minute, hold on. These are other greats that played with him.
Right.
I can't really say, all right, well, I'm gonna go with Robert.
Right. I'm not asking you, but what I'm trying to say, when you say all-time great,
he's an all-time great.
Yeah,
he's
correlate to me. I have to relate to it. I have to be like, yeah, that's all-time great.
You can't relate
because I've seen him do this.
That's not an opinion, though. That's not an opinion, though.
Like,
what I'm saying
Chamberlain to me is all-time great.
But what I'm saying to you is
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is all-time great.
I understand that, but what I'm telling you is not an opinion. This is a fact.
It's a fact. I'm not saying he's not.
So you can. It's not whether you can understand what I'm saying. It's what you understand what these other people are saying.
Yeah, he's all-time great.
These other greats, not just regular people. These are not regular people talking about this. These are other all-time greats telling you that he's all-time great. This is people like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson,
Paul Pierce, or Larry Bird. Paul Pierce, Larry Bird.
I like Paul Pierce. But I mean, what do you want me to say? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't say.
Time committed to the Celtics, most points all time. Celtics.
Ask Paul Pierce that. What do you think he'll say?
He gonna say him. I don't like motherfucker. Yeah,
I don't think he is.
I ain't running with this motherfucker. So therefore, I'm saying this motherfucker is
what I'm saying to you is, you can say what you want to say.
I'm telling you, he's gonna be like,
you can say what you want to say.
Celtic all time. That's the type of
I tell you what,
ask
Magic Johnson how good Larry Bird was. You a Magic Johnson fan, right? You a Magic Johnson fan, right? That's your man, right?
Right.
You ask Magic Johnson, what do you think about Larry Bird?
But here goes the thing. The reason that was because, see, this is what you don't feel. Really and truthfully, the
What you mean I don't
Celtics
feel?
was
I
the
feel everything.
prototype.
Okay.
I'm trying to explain it. You got to listen so you know what I'm talking about. The Celtics were the prototypes to the Detroit Pistons, Bad News Pistons, because McKay them, they were tough down in that paint. They were really, so you understand what I'm saying? So
But they lost to the Pistons.
well,
when they got
when
When they became the Bad Boy Pistons, they beat the
is
Celtics.
that's why Magic Johnson had so much respect, because Larry Bird was a walking bucket. He would go get you a bucket. He could shoot the ball, but they were tough. It was a tough
Yeah, Larry
team.
Bird was tough too.
It was a
Yeah,
tough team.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. He's an all-time great, man. You
Right.
can't-
I'm not
it
saying
don't
he's
matter.
not.
It
I'm
don't
not
matter.
saying
It
he's
don't matter
not.
what
I
you
just
do,
say he
man,
wasn't one of my all-time.
I understand that. You and the NBA
Right,
are two different
things. Two different things.
engines. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. It's a
Robert
total
Harvey sitting
world.
here across from me can say what he want to
Right.
say
But
about
what-
Larry Bird.
But what I'm
and not being
saying,
all-time
so what
great,
I'm saying is
the
you have to
truth
see the
is-
person, you have to see the production of the person, right? You have to
Do
actually
you have to see it?
highlights.
Do
and-
you have to see it, or do you have
No,
to
it
just
can have
understand
to be
that?
record of it. It has
Do
to be
you have
record
to
of it.
understand that people who played against this man, who are also all-time greats, says he all-time like.
And I'm saying
I
he's
can
all
never
time
see-
great.
Listen. If I had never seen Larry Bird, Magic Johnson,
What say? Because here goes the thing. I believe
Michael Jordan played.
it wasn't Robert Pat. Who? Bill Russell. I consider Bill Russell to be all-time Celtic great. You see what I'm
He's an
saying?
all-time Celtic great. He won 11 championships or something like that.
But what I'm saying is, so when I think of the Celtics, I think of
He's the
Bill
only one. He's
Russell.
the only one in that era they can really do something against Wilt.
But it wasn't that he could do something good. He had a better team. He was more
Yeah,
team.
but he
like
also
Chris Paul.
1-on-1. He also
Right.
did stuff. I mean,
Okay.
even undersized. He was only 6'9".
Right.
He
But
still Wilt Chamberlain was
man
7 feet.
averaging 50 points a game. I ain't
Yeah.
nobody doing that against that. You
Yeah, I
just in the
understand.
game.
I understand.
You
But
what I'm saying?
Russell gave him buckets too.
Yeah.
That's what
But
I'm saying.
just
So,
like,
but he was the only
if
person
a
that could
person
really stand up.
averages 50 points
He
a
was
game
on-
for a season,
Oh, that's
you're just in that
50
game.
and 25.
You're just in that game.
He averaged
You're
50
not
and
doing
25.
anything to stop what they're doing at
But-
all.
Also, he was the tallest player,
Right.
and he was the only one on that team, really.
Tell me this. So tell me this. What do you have Kareem Abdul Jabbar?
What you mean, as all-time great?
Like
I mean, I don't know. I mean, probably. I mean, for what he did, I mean, the dude was unstoppable too. That hook was unstoppable.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you have to create something. The sky hook, I remember practicing that, doing that. You understand me? So, like, when you invent something to the game or you do something to call the game to change, then you like.
Did he cause the game to change?
I
or
don't
he
know.
just had a
I can't
sky
put
hook?
that on Larry Bird and say, okay, like, he ain't the slickest shooter that I seen. Like, I like Ray Allen
Like,
better than Larry Bird.
Larry Bird was crafty. Larry Bird did things that nobody else did. I mean, like,
I don't know him
At
for
the
his
time-
handles. I don't know him
Larry
for
Bird-
his rebounding.
here's the thing.
I don't know him for his stealing.
And what's funny
What
about
I'm
that?
trying to tell you, this is what goes in the
And
box
what's-
score.
okay.
All these is
And
what's
what's
called
fun-
stats.
listen. And what's funny about that
Stats
is he did
stuff.
all of them well.
Stat stuff.
What-
I know he talked a lot of
No,
trash.
he did all of those
Where
well.
is he at on the
Look at
all-time
his
scoring
highlights.
list? Where is he on the
Oh,
all-time?
I don't know.
scoring?
He probably top
Where
10.
would you put him? You just say he all-time great.
You
Everybody
said,
in the all-time
you
great.
said stats list or him? I'm
All-time
confused.
score list. Where is he at? If he
I
ain't
think he
breaking the
top
top
10.
30, they were talking about top 30. You say he top 10?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, because I bet he ain't the top 10. I'm sure he ain't the top 10.
Larry Bird.
You done had too many scores in the league for him to be top 10 scorer.
How many scores do you? It'll be all-time scores though.
Not all time, just saying you have to score enough points.
How many
Kareem
league-
Abdul-Jabbar still scored more points than anybody else in the history of the league right now on
Kareem
February
was in the league for
19th.
20 years though.
But what I am saying is
You
have
still got to be in the league for a
scorer.
long time though. Like you can't just beat the record. You can't be in the league for 5 years and beat the record though.
Right. He was in the league for more than 5 years.
What I'm saying is, I understand that, but what I'm saying is, you can't be in the league for 10 years and beat the record. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Carmelo Anthony is at 15. LeBron James is at 3.
What is that? What is
Larry
that?
Bird is probably about 27.
Yeah, right. I don't think
He
so.
probably less than 20. He
I
probably
don't
up,
think so.
up higher in the list than 27.
How many championships Carmelo got?
Carmelo is at number 12. I said he was at 15. He
How many championships he got?
He ain't got none.
Okay.
Kevin Durant is at 26. Ray Allen is 25. Jerry West is 22. Patrick Ewing 23.
Who?
I
You
know he
said
got
Jerry West?
Yeah. I
The
know-
logo?
Yeah, the logo.
He's the logo.
He shouldn't be the logo, but yeah, the logo.
Yeah, what's up?
Guess what? Yeah, he don't make the top 26. He ain't Paul Pierce 16.
Paul Pierce scored. He was in the league for a long time.
Paul Pierce 16.
You know how long Paul Pierce was in the league?
Kevin Durant, Moses Malone, Elvin Hayes. Moses Malone ain't played a long time.
He said he ain't played a long time.
Oscar Robertson 13.
These dudes played for a long time. And you talk about when they played, nobody else was
Vince
scoring.
Carter 19.
Vince Carter was in the league 20 years. He just quit. He 40.
All that I'm saying is that
No, it depends on how
Larry Bird don't crack the top 26. That's all I'm saying.
does that what does that matter to you? I'm confused. So you saying because
All
he not top
time
26
greats. How many people get on the
No.
all time? How long is the
Where's
all time
Magic
great
at?
list?
Where's Magic at?
He ain't up there.
Exactly. Is he all time great?
Yes, he is.
Okay, then. What are you
He had a
saying?
dominant
So,
era.
so wait a minute.
I asked
Wait
you
a minute.
when
Hold
the
on.
dominant era
Stop. So what are you doing with your all time greats? How are you ranking them? So Magic,
You
you
have to
just
have
said.
first of all, okay. I was
No. Before you start,
Right.
I want you to stop for a minute and listen.
Right.
You just said he ain't in the top 20, so how's he all time great? Magic ain't either. So how's he all-time great?
Explain to you, you have to have an era of where you sweeping, where there's a sweep type of 2-3 combination win in there. When you have something like that of that nature, that's a level of dominance.
So
if you
what are
just
you talking
win one
about?
year and you wash out the next year or
He
something like that,
didn't. Larry Bird didn't do that.
I don't know. I know he might have been.
He was
might have
relevant
been.
every single year he was in the league.
Yeah, but I'm talking about winning the championship back.
He was
to
relevant
back.
every single
I don't
year.
know how many back-to-back championships he won. It had to be right.
Because you
before I
don't
was
know.
born.
That ain't got nothing
Right,
to do. That
right,
ain't got
I
nothing.
agree. It had
You
to be
keep
right
saying
before I
when
was
you
born.
so because
I'm
just
not
because you don't
saying-
know don't mean he ain't all time great.
I'm not saying I agree. He is all-time great.
You
haven't
did.
heard
You
me say
did.
he was.
Yes, I did. Yes,
When
I
I'm
did.
saying he's not an all-time
Yes, I
great,
did.
to me that means
It
in
doesn't
my
matter to
personal
you. But here's the
preference,
thing. I'm not talking about you or me. I'm talking about in the league.
I agree.
He's an all-time great.
I agree. He's an all-time great
Period.
in the league. Period.
Whether you say it or not, he's an
all-time
all-time great.
We ain't
Okay,
gotta talk about that
but
right
that's what
now.
you just said.
No, what I'm
Regardless
trying
of what you say, I don't care what you say. Across from me, Robert Harvey,
Right.
Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Robert Parrish. These dudes are all-time greats. Would you
Right.
not? Would
But
you not?
wait-
Wait a minute. Would you not agree?
Right.
Okay, wait a minute.
I can tell
They
you
done
why.
said this man is an all-time great.
Right.
But you, Robert Harvey,
I'm not saying.
I
I
don't
say
care
he's
what
an
Robert
all-time
Harvey
great.
said.
I say
But
he's
you just said you didn't say.
on my list. He ain't like his.
Your list don't matter.
You
Though.
have to have a superlative.
Your list don't matter
that
in the
stands
NBA.
out on my
Your
list.
list don't matter in the
If
NBA.
he had been in
It doesn't matter about
if
your
he
list.
had been a lasting long 3-point shooter, like if he was
It
still in
doesn't matter.
contention of being
Your
at the top,
list doesn't matter though.
but
That's
you
what I'm saying.
understand what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
going off your list. I'm
I
going off of
agree.
the
I
actual
agree.
list.
Go off the actual
I'm
list.
going off the real
He is
list.
an all-time great. I'm in agreement
Okay,
with that.
now you agree.
You got to watch this stuff because you talking in circles at this point.
No, you are.
No, he's an all-time
Who's
great.
talking
I
to
agree
you,
with
huh?
that, but he's not on my list.
Huh?
He ain't
Okay,
listening.
you're not listening. Could you?
I'm
Could
fine
you keep?
with that.
What? Here's what's saying. Here's what I'm saying.
What else
You
you
just said
understand?
he's
He's an
not all-time-
all-time great, but he
But you-
ain't on my list, and I'm telling you why he's not on my
I
list.
understand. But see,
Why
here's
ain't
what-
he on my list? If you understand,
here's what I'm saying to you. Your list does not count. I don't
understand.
care.
Right.
Which your list don't count to you, to anybody but you.
I agree.
But the all-time list in NBA matters to everybody because
Except for me.
it's the NBA's all-time list. So, okay, let me say this: if you go online right now,
See, you
wait a
trying to
minute. No.
divert the
If
conversation
you go
to
online, no,
what's
what's
like
the fact?
yeah.
I'm speaking facts.
You talking social opinion?
No, I'm
of
talking
what
about the facts. I'm talking about the
the
facts.
majority say.
It doesn't matter. The majority.
Every player that's been in the NBA.
Listen,
You don't like
listen.
every player that's been in the NBA.
Huh?
You don't. Some players you like, some players you don't like.
I don't
some players
care
you
if I
know,
don't
some
like him
players
or
you
not.
don't know.
Listen, I didn't
say
like
he's
Jordan
an
for a
all-time
long.
great.
I didn't like Jordan for a long time,
But
and
why
I thought
are
he
you
was
trying
great.
to put this on me like saying I say he's an all-time great? I'm
Yeah,
saying
you
that.
saying it, but before
I've
you
been
just said
saying it the whole time. What I'm
No,
saying,
you
he's
didn't.
not on my list. As in, you have to have a
Nah.
superlative. You have to have a standout dominance in something to be like. What
He
I
won
consider to be
championships. He won scoring
How many
titles.
championships you win, Jay?
I don't know.
What?
Look
So
up Larry
how
Bird.
you
I'm sure-
defend? How you defending him this strong? And you don't know how many championships
because the
you won?
NBA says he's a all-time great.
You don't know if
the
you won
people that
2
matter.
championships, 3 championships,
Listen,
4 championships.
It's the people that matter, dog. You don't matter.
Call.
In the NBA regions, you don't matter.
I
I
agree
don't
with that.
matter.
I can agree with
I'm
that.
speaking
So why
fact.
are you talking about their regions and all of this other stuff? Why don't you just
Because
talk
the
about we
NBA
talking-
said it. Matt, if you ask these people,
I'm
they
not
ask
saying
these
he's
people.
not an all-time
Oh,
great,
God,
Jay.
Robert. What I'm saying is this. Your list don't matter. My list don't matter.
Okay.
What matters is what the NBA people say. All the all-time greats in the NBA, and they say he's an NBA player. These are people that play with
he's
this.
great too.
No, listen. You just said on your list he's not an all-time great. Your list don't matter.
I explained to you why because
It does not. But see, you don't have to explain to me why because your list don't matter.
to you.
My list, no, to nobody but you.
This is
Your list don't matter.
But
But
it's conversation,
yes.
and you move
What I'm
it
saying
to
is-
third party to be
No, it's not
moving
the third party. It's the fact. What I'm saying is this. You're not hearing me.
Opinion is
I'm
fact.
gonna hear you.
In
No,
this
opinion
corner
is
right
opinion.
here,
Opinion
in
is
this
opinion.
room right here, it determines.
I just
When
said
you say you like something, you say, okay, this is what I like. This
no.
is what you like.
But what I'm saying to you is this. I just said your opinion, and when you come
I'm
to
not
all-time
debating
greats,
whether he's an all-time great.
you did debate that.
No,
that's
I'm
what.
not.
That's how we started.
What I'm
it.
saying is
We started because
his
you
career
said-
doesn't stand out.
When
to
you
me
go
because
back
he
and listen to this, I'm telling you,
obtain-
you said it does. He's not an all-time great. That's the first thing you said. He's not an
to
all-time great.
me, to me.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said.
Okay. All right.
What I'm saying to you is, when it comes to it, your list, my list, anybody that's just talking about this shit list don't matter.
The NBA list
He's an
matters.
all-time great.
The
Yeah,
NBA,
the NBA
has the league. The NBA has the Hall of Fame.
yes.
Has
And
all
when they
that.
came out with the
I
top
agree.
50,
But you
Who
can't
was
tell me
there?
how many championships he won. You can't
I don't have to
me
tell you that.
he ain't the best.
I don't have to
three-point-
look it
Is he
up.
the best 3-point shooter all time?
Look it up.
Is he the best
Look it up.
3-point shooter?
Look it up.
I'm asking you, who
Look it
would
up.
you pick for your 3-point shooter? That's what I'm asking. Not looking it
When
up.
I
'Cause
pick
you
for my
have to tell me.
three-point shooter, probably
If you
Steph
put
Curry.
an
He's the
all-time-
greatest three-point- Steph Curry is the greatest
Oh,
three-point shooter there
Steph
is.
Curry, the great 3-point shooter. Okay.
He not.
All right.
He done broke records. You just said. You just said put on list. He broke records, right?
Okay, I can't deny
That ain't got
it.
nothing to
Okay.
do with being an all-time great
Right,
though.
right. So Steph Curry, the best 3-point shooter. Okay.
Probably he probably. And
Who do
matter
you
of
think the
fact,
best point guard is?
who do I think the best point guard
Best
is?
point guard all time.
Who do I think the best
I
point
just
guard?
asked you. You think
I'm going with I'm going with Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas? I wouldn't go with that. But at
Who
the
you
same
going with?
time, who the best center?
Who you going with? Then?
I'm just first and foremost. Let's finish your list, and I'll tell you mine. Who the best center?
Oh, it got to be Wilt. I mean,
Wilt.
who else?
Shaq. You don't think Shaq was the most dominant center of all time?
No, Wilt is the most.
Wilt,
dominant
I know
center
Wilt
of all
is,
time.
but I'm just saying, as in that was your era. So I'm just saying somebody.
But
current.
you didn't say my era. You just said of all time.
All time, right? Wilt definitely the most dominant center. Okay, what about power forward?
The most dominant power
Shaq.
forward?
Not Shaq. I mean LeBron.
No.
Or you putting small.
Karl Malone.
Karl Malone. Yeah, definitely mailman. Definitely the mailman.
Even though he won no championships, he was definitely the most dominant power
Yeah, he
forward.
got too many points. What about small forward? Can LeBron get that?
I don't even know. Probably
You don't wanna give
LeBron.
LeBron no,
It ain't really. It ain't. But you know what? To be honest with you, it ain't really that many dominant small forwards in the.
There's a whole list of them. If you put LeBron,
It's a whole list of really, really good ones. I'm talking about like all time. I mean,
He ain't dominant.
Okay, so
dominant,
here's
but
a-
he's
here's a
long.
list.
Yeah.
Here's a list of small forwards that I think
Right.
that will probably be all time: Larry Bird, LeBron James, Scottie Pippen, that I know of.
Right.
That's all I can tell you.
Of those three, they had.
That's me though.
If those three play the game, who will win? 1-on-1. Best three.
Probably LeBron, but I don't know. Scottie Pippen, right? Scottie
I
Pippen
know
can play
Scottie
defense.
Pippen was a freak. Yeah, Scottie Pippen.
He's ridiculous.
Solid,
Especially in his prime, he was
solid,
ridiculous.
Solid low post
He's
game.
ridiculous.
All of that, right?
Yeah, he's
And
ridiculous.
LeBron ain't that good of an outside shooter. He streaky. So yeah,
Scottie
that
Pippen
would be-
was ridiculous.
Well, you put Larry in there because Larry had a good jump shot. Larry would be on the outside.
Larry had a good game. Larry Bird had a really good game.
Right.
He was a white boy that listen, let me tell you something. Here's the thing. Here's what makes Larry Bird so good. He was a white boy with no speed, no
Yeah.
real quickness.
Right.
He was not built like a damn. I mean, he was built like a
white
farmer.
boy. He was a big white boy.
He just. I mean, he wasn't muscular or
He
nothing.
was a prototypical Dirk Nowitzki.
But
he was in the dirt.
He
Dirk.
wasn't built. He wasn't especially quick, especially fast. He was just a big white boy that could play. But to get to be an all-time great just from that, I mean, come on, man. The dude is ridiculous. He
So
can get you a
basically, what
bucket.
you saying?
He can get you a bucket.
He was an average Joe, but he was white and he was big.
boy. He's just an average white boy.
But
he
but
can
he
play.
he beat all the other white boys.
His game, he could beat a lot of black dudes
Yeah, he
too.
beat a lot of black dudes too. Okay.
He was just
So you understand because you said it wasn't too
he was
much.
an average
And
white
like
boy, dog.
I don't know how
I mean,
wonder where he
I'm sorry.
at on
I'm sorry. He was an
three-point
average looking white boy. He wasn't
list.
quick.
I wonder where he's
fast,
at
or
on
anything.
3-point list. I wonder where on all.
I don't know. He probably wasn't on there. I mean, as
If
far
he
as
ain't in the
made
top
or
10, if he ain't in the top 10,
no, he
he
definitely ain't
washed.
in the top 10.
If
You
he
talking
in
about
the
all
top
time?
10, yeah, he washed.
You talking about as far as what 3-pointers made?
Yeah,
No,
all
no,
time.
absolutely not. You got people that just shoot threes that's
I
gonna be
don't
on that
know.
list.
I don't know.
You don't have to know. I'm telling
I'm
you.
saying that's what he was known for. Why
No,
you
that's
acting
not what
like
he was
that
known for.
To me, that's what he was known for.
You keep saying to you don't count.
I'm
keep
talking
telling
about when
you
I
don't
came
count.
into watching basketball. What are you talking about?
You don't.
I'm basing off my life experience. When I started watching basketball,
Larry Bird started
Larry
playing
Bird was
basketball well
known
before
for
you.
three.
He started playing basketball well before you came along. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm talking about his game style, man.
Yes, I'm
Everybody
talking
has a
about
style of
well
game.
before you. He had his game style. He wasn't a 3-point shooter per se.
That's what he was known for.
That's
I
not what he was
remember him
known
playing
for.
the Lakers.
That's not what he was known for.
That
He was
wasn't
known
what
for
he
his
was
game.
known
No,
for?
he wasn't.
What was he known for?
He was known for his whole game.
Is that for real?
Yes.
Okay.
Larry Bird can shoot anywhere.
I didn't know
That's
that.
what Larry Bird was known for. He could shoot anywhere. And he played a little bit of defense. He played better defense than you would think he would.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that.
I know. Larry Bird could play ball, man. But he was a dude,
You
he was
know
a
what,
white boy
since-
from Indiana that could just play basketball. I was about to say football now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know what? When I put in Larry Bird, Stephen Curry come up. I ain't had a blunt.
Your phone heard you talk about Steph. That's why.
I don't know. Yeah, we talked about that. It could be gay.
Who's
He
your
got 649 3-pointers. I don't know where he followed on the list.
That ain't nothing.
I
That ain't
don't know where he
nothing.
followed on the list.
I know Steph Curry got more than that. He
Yeah, he
played in the
definitely
league
got more
longer
than
than
that, but I don't know where that is on the list.
That don't fall. That don't fall far. He know for his 3-pointers.
Yeah, that's what I thought he
He's
was
just
known
known
for.
for.
So
He's
when
just
I
known
was
for his
introduced
game.
to Larry
He's just a
Bird,
game.
I seen
He
him
just
shoot
has a game.
outside shots.
Yeah,
around
he
the
shoot, but he
three-point
shoot a lot
line.
of mid
The
range.
3-point line hadn't always been in the league. You probably don't know that.
Why would I know
I
that?
don't know because you acting
I was
like.
alive when they didn't have a 3-point line.
Oh, you was?
Yes.
You remember basketball then?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
that's what
I
I'm
didn't say
saying.
that.
'Cause that's what
I didn't say
saying.
that. I just said I was alive when they
The
didn't have a
3-point
3-point line.
line ain't always been around.
I know. I was alive when they didn't have a 3-point line around. You probably was too.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I think the 3-point line didn't even come into what, the 80s?
Yeah, you right.
Because even it had to be 80 something. Because when Jordan played this freshman year, they didn't have a 3-point line.
It was 80.
So did not know that. Yeah, man.
JJ Redick number 8, James Harden number 7,
What, in 3 points?
Steve Nash number 6.
You talking about 3-pointers?
Yeah, Kyle Corbin number 5.
Now, who's the first name you said?
JJ Redick.
Who?
Clay Thompson number.
Wait a minute. Stop. Who?
JJ Redick.
Exactly. Now,
Clay
who's
Thompson number 4. Reggie Miller number 3. Ray Allen number 2. Steph number 1.
all-time 3-pointers?
Clay Thompson whipping it. Steve Nash whipping it.
Oh,
But he wasn't known for
those.
those. Yeah, you making me think. You making me think more. He might not be. When I was introduced to him, he was known for 3. He was like he shoot outside.
Who,
jump.
Steve?
No,
Oh,
Larry Bird.
Nah, he
Yeah.
just.
he was all
Maybe
around
just-
good
yeah,
player.
he was all around good player. But you talking about? You just said JJ Redick and Kyle Korver? Come on, man.
JJ, no, but
all
Kyle
they
Korver was locked down.
Yeah, all they
LeBron
do-
got
but-
Kyle
but all-
Korver. Kyle Korver
all
left the
they
home
do-
for a long while.
All they do
They
is
shoot
shoot
3
threes.
ball.
That's
Shoot
it.
3 ball, right.
That's what they know for.
Right.
You ain't you say, hey JJ, go out and give me a bucket. He probably wouldn't be able to do that.
Nah, he ain't finna shake nobody.
Kyle Korver definitely couldn't do it.
Definitely not.
They come off screens and they can shoot. That's all that is.
And I like Klay Thompson's shot better. I told you, Stetson leave the ball in there.
No,
He
anytime
didn't
you
put it
anytime you can.
But
Anytime,
Klay Thompson have a more jump
Listen,
shot shooter. He's
listen
a
to
more
me.
shooter. I would rather
Listen
have
to me.
Klay Thompson in a shootout.
listen to me.
than Steph.
Anytime
I
Listen
can
to me.
take Steph.
anytime you score 62 points on 11 dribbles,
Right.
you can shoot.
Right.
He took 11
Who you talking
dribbles.
about?
Clay.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
He only
No,
took 11 dribbles throughout the whole game. And he scored 62 points. How
no.
do you do that?
What that one quarter he went off? He like broke the record, got like 30 or 40 points in a quarter or something.
I don't know. I think that's the time he.
It was recent. It was like 2 years.
I think
ago
that's the
or
time
something.
he had possession of the ball like 15 seconds.
It was
the
like
whole
third
time,
quarter,
something like that.
second quarter. So
He only had the ball in
his
his hand for 15 seconds.
They had like 40 points.
That's ridiculous.
That's what I'm
That
saying.
dude can shoot.
But now, what game you talking about? He only took 11 dribbles and did what?
He scored 62 points.
For real?
Yes.
They clocked it. They watched
They
it.
watched it. Yeah.
So he took the ball on the
Mhm.
court 6 times. How many
Which
times?
means he just 11 dribbles.
11 times. 11
Something like
times.
that.
See, I
11.
cut down to
Somewhere
6.
11 or 15. Yeah, he don't. He
11
scores like
times.
60 some points.
Let's go 6.
Well, you know,
I gotta look that up.
You know, he just scored. He just shoot though. So
Yeah, but
Steph,
I'm saying his shot.
Steph
though,
can
I'm
make
talking
his
about
own shot.
Look, Steph just leave
Steph
the
can
ball
make
in
it.
the air. He just
nah, Steph can shoot.
he
Man.
just leave
He
the ball
don't
in the air and hope it goes.
Nah. He don't never hope it go in. He can
Yeah,
shoot.
but what I'm saying though, his
Steph
shot,
can shoot. He been shooting like that since he was
his
young.
shot is more magical than like a pure jumper. What his jump shot's
Nah,
supposed to look
man.
like. So you got to what a jump shot.
No, his jump shot is
punch supposed to
magic.
look like.
No,
all that.
his jump shot is
Steph, when
magic.
Steph throw the ball up there, it was like
Nah.
he ain't
His-
set or
nah,
nothing.
nah.
He just
His jump shot
throwing
is
up
magical.
there and it go in.
His jump
But
shot
with
is
Clay,
magical.
he pulls up, he goes up.
Clay got better form,
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying.
but Clay's jump. I mean, but Steph's jump shot is magical. It's not. He throw it up for magic. No, he is magical.
It has to happen in motion. I think it has to happen in motion game. If it was just like he was catching and shooting all the time,
He can catch and shoot
it
too.
wouldn't be as clean as Clay. Clay is not
Yes, he
down.
would. Yes, he would. Actually, I think he'd be better.
He's doing all kinds of
I
stuff.
think
and
he'd be
throw the
better.
ball up.
I think he'd be better.
He don't
The
get
fact
catch
is,
and
the
shoot.
fact that he's like, you know, who Clay remind me of. I'm about to make it a little bit analogy, but just think about it. Clef remind me, God damn. Steph remind me of Pat Mahomes throwing the ball because he can shoot from any way you can, and he can throw from any platform. Mahomes can throw from any platform you want him. He can throw off his back foot. He can throw this.
I
He
said
can throw
this.
that. Steph can shoot any way you need him to shoot.
I said this in the last show. Last week we recorded. I'm gonna say it again, so it'll be 2 times back to back. He looked like not a freshman, but a high school, not a rookie, but a college freshman out there in that Super Bowl.
Well, he couldn't do nothing.
But I ain't never seen him just look like he was just running around. They're like, no, man, this
Well,
is the
because-
Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Go
because-
down, get sacked.
No, that's not what he does though.
Good, and then
That's
he
not
throw
what
the
he
ball away.
That's not what he does. Okay, so let me ask you this. Here's what's funny about that. Most of his throwaways is in the receiver's hands.
Nah, I don't remember that.
That is a fact.
I remember
Who
the
dropped the
end of
touchdown pass when he threw that
I
jump when he was
watched
getting
it at the
sacked?
very end of the game.
Tyreek Hill, right? He threw the jump off his. He threw the jump when he was getting sacked into the end zone. Tyreek Hill
And that's
dropped
what
it.
made Brady the better
Yeah,
dominant
it bounced off
quarterback.
it. Listen, wait a minute. He threw the jump. He ran this way. He saw the sideline. He started to run back in. He got sacked. He just threw it up.
Right.
Tyreek Hill had the ball. I mean, people was back there, but it hit Tyreek Hill right here.
Right.
It went off his hands.
It's really important, please.
Yeah. Who else? The
I
one he threw
remember
when he
that
almost
catch. I remember
got
that
saved. It was like a 30-yard line. He just threw that jump.
Right.
He ran around for his life for like
And
10
hit it right
seconds.
at the goal line.
Was it Kelsey or somebody?
Right.
He threw the jump and
Right,
they
hit it
dropped
right
it.
in the face and goal line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is this. Yeah, he was running around because he had to. These dudes was checking. Listen,
I told you, I didn't know
Shaq
their
Barrett-
defense was like that.
man,
I
dude.
didn't know their defense was like that.
Okay, so another stat I heard. You ready?
Right.
Todd Bowles,
Right.
defensive coordinator of the
Right.
Bucks,
Right.
is the first person in Pat Mahomes' reign as a starting quarterback. He's the only defensive coordinator, and that's the only defense that's held Kansas City without a touchdown.
Yeah, right. I heard
The
that.
only.
Yeah, right. The only one.
So, and that's only because 2 people dropped passes in the end zone.
Now, but see,
And that's only, even though they had such a dominant defensive performance, the only reason they didn't score touchdowns is because 2 people in 2 different occasions dropped the ball.
you know, but
Not because it was defended well,
right, because they dropped.
because they
They
dropped.
didn't
Well, it
catch
was
it, but they
defended
didn't
well
make the catch.
initially,
They didn't make the catch.
but they didn't make the catch.
Right.
And the catch that they should have made.
Right.
And that's 2 touchdowns right there.
Right. But even with that being said, I just feel like that's what make Brady what he was, because that's a really a sincere point of the game people don't understand is that you got to calm down to be able to give up on a play. And most young quarterback don't want to give up.
Well, see, that's the thing. He hasn't had to. He still has.
Right.
I see. He still has no reason to, because, like I said, 2 of those plays he threw touchdown passes and they should have caught the ball. They dropped them.
Right. But they were surprised he got out of what he
And
was in.
Another thing is,
Wait a
here's
minute.
another thing for that. And this is always said. This is the beginning of time in football. The quarterback gets too much credit when they win
And
and too much blame when they lose. So,
Right. All right.
It's the ultimate team game. You can't do anything.
Yeah, cause the defense was slipping for letting them.
You
boys
can't
score
do
some
anything
points.
without your teammates.
Right. It's a team game.
Mm-hmm.
I told somebody the other day. I said, it ain't no iron team.
Mm-hmm. Quarterback, running back, and receiver can't do nothing without a line.
Right. Yeah, you gotta have a line.
And you can't just play with a line. You can't score with a line, so you need the people right there to score.
You gotta have a back.
Mm-hmm. You need the people to score.
That's the nucleus of the team.
Yeah.
And then the wide receiver. If you don't have wide receiver, you gotta have a tight end. If you don't have a tight end, you gotta have a wide receiver.
And if you don't have a line, you don't matter. Neither one of those matter.
That's what the problem with Mike Vick. Like he ain't never really had no line to sit behind and read through and play.
Mike Vick is a different person too.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like most black quarterbacks don't really have sincere investment in their lines. Their lines are weaker, so they don't know.
I'm not sure about that because Baltimore had a pretty good line.
Yeah,
they about to be hurt because I think the left tackle is leaving.
I don't know why didn't they go to the Eastern Conference Championship this year, the AFC Championship. I mean,
who?
The Baltimore Ravens. What happened?
They got beat.
I know, but I'm just saying, like last year they were beasting. What happened? I don't know. I didn't follow them
because the Bills are a beast.
Yeah, the Bills were a beast.
They beat them.
I agree.
And even if they didn't, Kansas City would have probably beat them. So they limited. They ain't got no receivers really.
I'm just saying they did so well last year.
They ain't really got no
predicted
receivers.
them at the beginning of the year when we were doing.
What they do well last year?
Me, you, Brian, and somebody else, and we did Let's Talk Sports, whatever. Or somebody doing it. I said that's what I predicted to go to Super Bowl. I said either it's gonna be KC or the Ravens, one of them two. And they're both in the same.
They had a first round bye and then lost.
Yeah, I know. I didn't follow them. I'm trying to watch the Redskins, but they couldn't get it right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Baltimore was good last year in the regular season, but they don't have no receivers for real. That's their problem. I mean, Hollywood can play, but he's not an outside receiver at all. He's too little. He ain't got no get off moves. He's better in the slot.
I think Patrick Mahomes.
He's quicker than he is fast.
And oh, buddy, they should stop running the ball so much.
Who?
Raven.
They ain't got no choice. I'm telling you, they ain't got no choice.
You just said they got a line.
They ain't got no receivers.
They got no receivers.
I just said that. Hollywood is too small to be on the outside. Right. And not that he's too small, it's that he ain't got no get off moves.
I ain't heard his name. So
he can't get off the
talking about.
Marquise
number 15.
What is Marquise? What was that? Brown, yeah.
Okay, yeah, Brown was decent. Like 2 years ago, he was decent. Brown has been there like a solid receiver.
Here's Brown's problem. Like I said, he's small, so that's fine. But because what's the dude? Brandon Banks. Is it Brandon Banks? No. Brandon Cooks. Sorry. Cooks. He outside receiver, but he's a little bit better. But these dudes, they small, so they need to get in the slot. Because Hollywood ain't got no get. He can't get off the line if it's somebody that's physical.
Right.
He can't get off the line. He dropped too many passes. That's another thing. Right. And he's quicker than he is fast. He's fast, but he's a lot quicker. You put them dudes in the slot, so they don't have to get off the ball. Right. I mean, they don't have to get off a man. All they got to do is find space.
Right.
That's what that's what they need. But they ain't got nobody else on the outside.
They ain't got nobody.
They ain't got nobody else, so they got to put them
like that. But I agree, they don't really have no
they
side.
Have to put them on the outside.
They have no big side. But I thought Brown was kind of solid though. That's all this.
No, Brown is what 5'11". If that, I don't even think he's 5'11". I think he just looks.
He look bigger than the shoulder pad. Then
who? Marquise Brown?
I might be thinking about somebody else. I must be thinking.
You must be talking about somebody else. Marquise Brown.
Talking about 15 for the Baltimore Ravens.
Marquise is little.
Okay,
look him up. He like 5. He might be 5. You say 5'11"? That might be what he listed at. I don't think he's 5'11".
He got a shield. He got a dog shield on his helmet.
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like that.
No, he's like.
Who is they tight end?
Andrews and some other dude.
Definitely not. Then it's Brian. I'm thinking about.
He's not big at all. Okay. He's not big at all. And he, like I said, he really ain't got no get off move. So if you physical, you can shut him down at the line or throw off his timing.
Hey, then who Antonio Brown play for now?
The Bucks.
Okay, so they just won the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Now, because I'm saying he got picked up by the Bucks, and then old buddy from used to play for Dallas get picked up for a little while.
He's playing for Baltimore. You talking about Dennis?
Yeah, I'm talking about.
He got in a couple games. He scored a couple touchdowns.
Okay, a couple touchdowns.
See, that's the dude you want on the outside though.
Yeah.
even though Lamar ain't the right quarterback for him. So here's the type of receiver Dez Bryant is, and he's always been. That's why he left Dallas, because Dak wasn't the right quarterback for him.
Right.
Tony Romo.
I thought that was gonna be better than Tony Romo, but I don't know now.
He is. But let me say this. Tony Romo was pretty good. He actually had good stats. Tony Romo threw interceptions at the wrong time. Dez Bryant was good for him because
I wanted him to
Dez Bryant was good for him because he threw 50-50 balls to Dez Bryant.
Right, yeah.
Dez Bryant can out physical you and but he was not separating from you. So when Dak got there, when Dak first got there, his first year or two, he didn't like to do with Dez Bryant because Dez Bryant didn't get wide open.
Right.
He threw to people that was wide open.
Right.
So that's the same thing with Lamar. Lamar ain't gonna throw the ball to people too much if they in tight coverage.
Right.
Because you got to be a special type of person that throws tight window passes.
Well, you gotta have heart. You can't care about it.
Yeah, you gotta have an arm. I mean,
he got an arm, but he ain't.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you who I think.
Yeah.
So Aaron Rodgers, the boy from the Bills, what's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Who's the quarterback?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, those are the three most talented arms in the league right now.
Right.
And I'm talking about they can get it anywhere they want to on the field. Period.
You know.
There's no question about what they need to throw.
You know who my favorite quarterback has been?
Who?
My quarterback has always been Drew Brees.
Drew Brees can't do
because he undersized. But what I'm saying,
he's cannon for arm. He never been a cannon. He never had a cannon.
You don't think he had a cannon? He slang that ball. Yeah.
Drew Brees never
I've seen Drew Brees make that ball ride. I don't know what you talking about.
Drew Brees ain't never.
I've seen Drew Brees throw the ball one end of the field to the other.
Drew Brees ain't never had a cannon. Drew Brees, what he has, I'm gonna tell you what Drew Brees has. His timing is unreal. His timing and accuracy are unreal. They are ridiculous. He can't throw the ball. He's never had a cannon.
Out of Tom Brady.
Peyton Manning has a better arm than Drew Brees.
Nah, I wouldn't say that.
Oh, he definitely does.
Nah.
Now, what he does, why Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, and Drew Brees. I like Drew Brees.
They don't. I understand that they all don't have. None of them have cannons. They can zip the ball in there every now and then, but they get it in tight windows because they have accuracy and timing.
I don't know what a cannon is.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I agree. Aaron Rodgers
has a cannon. He flicks. Okay, look at the motion of a lot of people. So, Josh Allen, he sits back, and he don't have a lot of motion in his legs. He just flipped the ball with his wrist. Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, they just flick the ball with their wrist. That's arm talent. Like they don't when you throw the ball as a quarterback, when you throw the ball, everything comes from your midsection, your rotation and everything. That's why you see that he doing it when he doing that on the field. When he doing that, you see him do that.
I hear what you're saying, but I never thought that.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I play quarterback. I know.
I knew you were gonna go there. I knew you were gonna go there, but that doesn't mean that because that's what you say. I'm talking about what I've seen the NFL people say. What they talk about is rotation of the arm. Come down.
Listen to me.
Release time. They ain't talking about every now and then.
Listen to me. You gotta listen to me.
What?
Go to any NFL quarterback coach and ask them where their power come from. I guarantee you they'll say it comes from your toe.
And then what I was gonna say to that was I seen Aaron Rodgers and I seen Pat Mahomes when they flick the ball
that's why I said they got arm talent. They have ridiculous arm talent.
But you're switching the point now.
No, I'm not switching the point. I'm telling you,
and I'm telling you what makes these dudes is unique.
Listen to me.
But
these dudes are freaks of nature. Pat Mahomes
a baseball player as well.
These dudes are freaks of nature.
I'm sure Aaron Rodgers plays baseball as you.
Listen to me. They're freaks of nature, dog. These dudes. That's why I only named 3.
Because Mike Vick was
the ball, but he used a lot of his body. Look at him when he threw the ball.
I've seen the man be at full speed and the ball gone and the ball right.
Look at his hips.
Mike
Look at his
Vick.
hips.
But what I'm saying is
Look at
that
his hips.
Mike Vick, the
Ooh.
first quarterback I would say once
Look at his
the
hips.
ball leave his hand, it
When
take
he on-
off.
Yeah, I
You
understand.
understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Some people
But
throw
look
the
at
ball
his
and
hips.
just travel there.
When you look
take
at
off.
Mike Vick, look at his hips.
Right.
They go. These
They
dudes
look
that I
more
just
like arm
named,
strength
these
to me.
dudes that I named don't have to do a lot of that because they are just freaks of nature. They're ridiculous with their arm talent. That's what I'm saying. Arm talent is ridiculous. They don't use a lot of torque. They don't have to all the time.
That's what we're talking about. We're
All
talking
the
about
time.
torque.
All the time.
We're talking about
The
torque.
torque of their body.
That's what you're talking about. This
All the
is
time.
torque.
Yes.
And what
all
I'm
the
saying,
time.
I feel like their arm strength because
That's
to
what I'm
flick a
telling you.
ball is just this with
I
the
just
wrist,
said that.
basically.
I just said that. Their arm talent. It's
Yeah,
the whole
right.
But those are the only three guys.
What
they can
three
sit
guys
there-
you saying?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Aaron
I ain't watched
Rodgers.
Josh Allen.
Oh, shit.
Aaron Rodgers. I agree with
Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers
Rodgers.
and Pat Mahomes.
Pat Mahomes.
I said those three.
But I said Mike Vick could do that too. You say he could?
I said he still uses his body. When he goes on the run, he still uses. He still does this. If you ever watch Mike Vick, he still got to go.
Okay, I agree.
When you watch Pat Mahomes, he
Yeah.
can do this.
Yeah, he do that. And
When you watch Josh Allen, he can just do this.
Take off. Yeah, I ain't watch that. I got.
And when you watch Aaron Rodgers,
yeah, oh, I know.
he can
Aaron
do that.
Rodgers flick the ball and then take off.
a lot of these other quarterbacks, you see him going through their emotions,
Right.
whether it's quick or not. they're
Definitely
going through their
that.
emotions.
Definitely that.
Yeah, because it comes from your body.
So, but you just saying that these elite quarterbacks just said it was the flip
They're
of the
weird.
wrist.
They're freaks. They
Right.
just all okay. Every person that's seen these people throw, they say the first thing they say when they first started seeing them, they said, "Oh, they shouldn't be throwing off platform like that." Then after they seen them a few times, because you know why? Because that's the norm. You can't. Most quarterbacks can't throw all platform. You can't. How many quarterbacks have you seen do this? Run this way, go back to the middle of the field, and not get intercepted. It ain't many.
Right.
But those three dudes, when they do it, you just know this is gonna be completed. When other people do it, you be like this, oh my God, don't do that. And that's
You know
what
what
it is.
though? You know what ain't taken into consideration when we talk about football though? Is how much tunnel vision comes into play. You know what I'm saying? When people
Well,
think about
I think a
because
lot
when you're on the field, you only can see a limited perspective. You know what I'm saying? When the ball go up in the air, you can't see the ball till it break. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
you talking about as a quarterback or as a receiver?
I'm talking about as if you playing
Period.
defense, if you're out on the field in your position other than being the quarterback. If you're the quarterback, you know
So,
where the ball at. If
here's
you're the
a-
receiver, you know where the ball going.
Here's the thing: quarterbacks. When they say quarterbacks have vision, it's really interesting because
You know,
a lot
you're
of it-
supposed to know what
a lot of it, you just know what people are.
You're supposed to know
And you
the
practice
play.
the plays and you practice with the receivers
Right.
so much, you just know what you know where they're supposed to be,
Right.
and you know you trust they're gonna
Right.
be there.
'Cause
And
at
also,
eye level,
and
that's why
also
I
you
like,
see
that's why I like
colors.
Drew Brees. Right.
Also, you see colors,
Right.
so you know what color you
Right.
wearing.
Right.
So if I'm over here, and out of my peripheral, I see
see
a
that
black
color.
jersey
Right.
and two white jerseys,
Right.
a black jersey, two white jerseys.
Right.
You know, in your head, I know this man's supposed to be here. So if I
Right.
see a black jersey
Right.
flash in the spot
Right.
that he's supposed to be,
Right.
I'm gonna just let it go before I even look, right?
Right.
Most of the time, because
He's supposed to be there.
he's supposed to be there. And if I see that black jersey, I don't fucking know who it is half the time.
Right.
I know I know who it is because I know who's supposed to be there.
Right.
And I flick it over there.
Right.
If he ain't there, that ain't my fault half the time.
Now, if
Even
he's
though it
supposed
look
to
like
be
it,
there,
if it look like
yeah.
a lot of times it look like the quarterback's looking crazy doing
So
stuff.
That's what I mean by
Right.
tunnel vision. Once you enter the field of play,
Mhm.
because
It's
everything's
really,
moving so
really,
fast,
it's really
you only
difficult.
catch them bloop, 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 bloop.
I give a lot of quarterbacks the benefit of the doubt a lot of times.
Tell me
because
this. Who
it's
is
really
the worst
hard.
quarterback of odds and Ray? Who do you dislike the most?
Well, I don't know. It's been a lot of Redskins
It's easy
quarterbacks.
for me. It's easy for me.
There's been a lot of Redskins quarterbacks I dislike a
I
lot.
can't stand Eli, man. And it's wrong, man. I need to take it to the crowd,
It
man.
ain't wrong.
I need to take it to Jesus, man.
It ain't wrong.
You're wrong. I can't.
Let me ask you
stand
this.
Eli, man.
Let me ask you this. Why do you dislike it? Wait a minute. Now here's the thing. Before you talk about it, I want you to understand this. I probably would agree with everything that you say because I don't like him either. I just want you to know that. I want you to know that I am on your side.
Let me be listening.
But I need you to give a great argument because I have a good one.
This ain't no argument. Why I got everything
No,
gotta be
because
debatable.
Not for
Man,
me.
this
Not
is
for me.
talking shit,
Not for me.
Friday,
Not for me.
talking.
I'm just talking about I'm just talking about because if somebody come on the job and be like, "Oh my God," I just want you to be able to back it up for other people, not for me. Because I'm gonna tell you what.
Can this be my opinion, not NFL opinion?
I don't give a fuck about NFL. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you what I saw.
Okay.
It ain't about what. It ain't about. But you know what? It's also what NFL people have saw too. So when I say it, believe me, I got some of the stuff from them, but a lot of the stuff is from me too, just from assessing the position and assessing what he does. But you saw it, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and say
I ain't gonna say
but it's not.
Say that.
Go ahead. You probably won't, but I probably still agree.
I feel like if I had been born with your talent and his opportunity, we have a 2 Super Bowl, right?
This dude, let me tell you something. So here's this thing.
Hit the applause. That's it.
There we go. I agree. So anytime we say Eli Manning, we gotta go like this. Let me tell you something. Listen.
What?
Okay. That was 11:15. Okay.
Yeah, I know we're gonna wrap up at 2:50 now.
But
now, but this is what I want to do in the first conference. Joe Budden, Corey Holcomb, all them, they record like 2, because what Joe Budden figured out with the algorithm, because he's doing units on the music and stuff, how much they pay for an album and stuff like that. He's like, I'm gonna start recording my stuff for a long time, but what ultimately ends up happening, now we have more footage to go back and get. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So look, all right, ready?
Right.
Here's what I think, and my opinion is formulated from what I've heard, what I've seen, and I'm not talking about just like me and you talking,
right?
But I've also gathered opinions from people talking to people,
right.
What NBA experts say. I mean, NFL experts say. What I've seen, and what's going on. So okay, so here's the thing.
Right.
So first of all, throughout his career, Eli Manning has had average stats at best.
Right.
And if you look at it, most of the time his team either barely made the playoffs or didn't make the playoffs at all.
Right.
Okay. The 2 times they won the Super Bowl, right?
Right.
The first time they were 9-7. They
Right.
caught a hot streak.
Right.
And it wasn't even him, it was the defense. They had Michael Strahan.
Right.
They
I know.
had
Strahan.
Their 4 defensive linemen was the best defensive front in the league at that year. Right?
Yeah.
They won the Super Bowl because some dude made a once in a lifetime catch on a 4th down.
Yeah, on the hill.
It would have never.
On the hill.
Listen to me.
Went to jail.
Not only did he hit on a helmet,
right.
Rodney Harris.
Right.
Rodney Harrison, who is probably one of the hardest hitting safeties, probably one of the strongest players in the league, had his hand on the ball.
Right.
Didn't have the right torque or whatever to get to the ball to knock it out. The man, and then when he failed, the tip of the ball almost hit the ground. Right.
Right.
So that was and then Plaxico had a really nice move on the corner to score the touchdown. Right. Okay, that was that. So once in a lifetime catch. Catch.
Right.
And Eli still didn't have a great game.
Right.
Let's do that. The second time they won the Super Bowl. If you watch that throw he made on the sideline, it was the turning point of the jump. Right. He threw the ball. He was back in his own end zone.
Get the one-handed catch that game?
Odell wasn't even playing in the league.
When did he get the one-handed catch?
Against Dallas on a Monday night. They was
Monday night. Okay. Yeah. My bad. I thought it was the Super Bowl.
Okay, this is what I saw too. I saw this. Eli Manning drops back, and from the shadow of his own end zone, this is exactly what he did. If you watch the film, ready?
Right.
He went back. He threw the ball and ducked the pressure.
Yeah, I seen that.
You seen that? Right. So which means he just threw the ball.
Right.
And one of the receivers ran up on it. It happened to be a pretty good throw.
Right.
But the way he threw it, he got lucky.
Right.
And the dude came down with it. And that was the drive that got them to the end zone. Right. So he got lucky twice.
Right.
He got hot in the playoffs. I can't. I'm not even gonna go with the playoff team.
Right.
But also, he had that 4-man front
Right.
that got pressure on Tom Brady.
Right.
So, if you look at the rest of his career, other than
Right.
them 2 years,
Right.
if you didn't put a name on it,
Right.
you'd be like, why is he even considered to be a Hall of Famer?
Right.
Period.
Right.
Period. The dude, he was average at best, except for them 2 years.
Right.
Actually, he was pretty average those 2 years until the playoffs.
Yeah. Because defense got him in the first year.
The
Defense
defense
won the
got-
first championship.
The defense got him both years, really.
Well, I mean, it was some immaculate catches in that too.
Yes.
But yeah, I
The
agree.
defense dominated in both games, both of them
Right.
games. Because the second one was when Tom Brady and them was 15-0, right?
Right.
I mean, 16, 17, 18-0. They was trying to get 19-0. It was 18-0. Defense gave Tom Brady fits the whole game.
Right.
That defensive front. And it's been recorded. I mean, it's been said, it's a fact that if you could put a 4-man rush on any quarterback,
Right.
you could pretty much Mahomes.
Right.
They had a
Then
4-man
what
rush.
it was, right.
4-man rush. If you got 4 players that can get
To the quarterback. Or
get
get
to the
on the
quarterback.
quarterback, right.
and make them decide to do something else,
Right.
you have a great chance of winning that game.
Right.
Period. That's just what it is. If your defensive line match up better against their offensive line, and it doesn't matter who you played before or who you play after, if your line in that instance matches up better against that offensive line,
Right.
Because see, in the championship, in the AFC championship, who they play, Juan? Who KC play?
This year,
Yeah,
the Bills.
the Bills. They had no defensive front.
Right.
They had one dude. They had Hughes.
Right.
Jerry Hughes. He played well, but they could double team him. They can get him out of the equation. If you have one dude, they could double team him and single everybody else, right?
Right.
So they didn't do too well because they couldn't get a pressure, right? Even though they played a pretty good game, they just can't get pressure. So everybody's like, oh, but they 2 tackles were their weakness. The Bills didn't have defensive ends that could take advantage
Yeah,
of
I was Bills was a sleeper team. They said
Right.
they were winning games.
But
and they
here's
was
the
like,
thing.
I was like, what? I don't know.
that. They had Shaq Barrett, who had 20 sacks or something previous year. Pierre Paul, who is a perennial sack artist. Like his whole career, he ain't been known for much or nothing, but he can get to the quarterback.
Right.
Vita Vea came back that game. He demands double teams in the inside. But just with them 2 alone, coming off the edge with 2 tackles that are not first teamers, that was it. It was done deal.
Right.
So these dudes, I mean, they matched up against them. That's how they beat. That's how they beat the Packers. Their line didn't match up well against them.
Right.
Shit, that's how they beat us. Even though we the ones who scored the most points against them.
All right, well, listen, man. We've been talking shit about 3 hours now, man. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. The way we're gonna wrap it up is we're gonna wrap it up with you're gonna get about 2 minutes, good minutes to drop whatever you want to drop. I'm gonna drop whatever I want to drop. Going in right now.
Go ahead, go for
I
it.
appreciate everybody tuning in because ain't nobody tuning in. This is a pre-record. I know we got some good footage. Man, it's
No, we had 2
Friday,
people. So we had 2 people say what's up, though.
Right. I don't know. That might be somebody on StreamYard. StreamYard's supposed to be going, man. We need to buy some stock in StreamYard, man, because we're going to blow it up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But, yeah, man. So this is the recorder, man. Talking shit on Friday, right now. Yeah, Gio, what you going to say, man?
Man, I just want to say, man, when y'all actually start listening to us and caring about us a little bit, we're gonna appreciate y'all actually tuning in because that's all we're gonna do is talk shit. And hopefully become a fan favorite and y'all love to hear us talk shit to each other and to y'all because we plan on having some listening lines or something. We gonna have this shit going, right?
We're going to figure it out.
And if not, you can live stream, we're gonna have a message board or something. So
What was the
we gonna talk
inspirational word today on Twitter,
I
man?
ain't got no
I
wasn't even on Twitter today.
You went on Twitter today?
No, I don't got Twitter
Well,
today.
look, man, it's 3 hours in, man. We finna click off right now, man. We talk to y'all later. That's what it is.